www.isok.org is the address for the ISOK website on the internet. Check it out anytime you want to find out immediately what's happening with high school activities throughout Illinois. ISOK.org is your home for scheduling, scores, and more.
And here we are in quite a party, fun-filled atmosphere at the football field in Albion, Illinois at the Edwards County High School. I'm Dave Rigg alongside Troy Rigg, and Lucas Gifford is back there manning the controls at the studio in Fairfield. And we're getting ready to bring you the second round of the IHSA Class 1A football playoffs. The Edwards County Lions hosting the 7-3 Mowequa Central A&M Raiders. And it should be a great, great game here this afternoon. It's pretty good weather conditions. Right now, the clouds, once in a while, the sun pops through and makes it feel nice and warm. But when the clouds roll over the sun's shine, it cools off just a little bit. There is a stiff breeze blowing directly out of the south, so it'll come from our side of the field over to the Raiders side of the field. And Troy, it looks like Central A&M has brought quite a few fans to back their team, because they have a lot of fans over there in the stands already, as well as several along the fence over there.
They had a lot at the game at Red Hill last week, so it's no surprise that they came in full force for this game this week.
And, of course, Edwards County has a big turnout here. As I said earlier, it's a party atmosphere here. A lot of people are tailgating up there in the east end zone up on the hill. A lot of people have set up stands, and they're having all kinds of food over there. And the bleachers are not full on our side, or at least I can't see all of them, but they are certainly populated more than what we have for a regular season football game. And a lot of people sitting in lawn chairs all the way around the east end zone, and also along the sidelines over here. A lot of people are going to be up against the fence on our side of the field too. So a lot of Edwards County fans have come out to back the Edwards County Lions here today in their second game of the Class 1A playoffs in football, which is a new record. Edwards County has been in the playoffs in the past, but never got past the first game. But that changed last Saturday when Edwards County knocked off Madison at Madison, Illinois. And so they're playing here today against Mowequa Central A&M. And last week they beat Red Hill 48-40. Now, Troy, well, before I mention this, I might say we are simulcasting here today. We are broadcasting it on WOKZ-FM 105.9 on the FM dial. We are also webcasting it, video streaming it on our usual site that we use for girls volleyball, and that, of course, is my15news.com. Before I go any further, let me throw this in. We know now that the Grayville Bison have qualified to play in the state finals next weekend up at Normal, Illinois. And those of you who are watching this, you will be able to watch the Grayville games next weekend free of charge. It should pop up there. It's not on there yet, but as we get closer to next weekend, it should pop up there, as the IHSA will post on the NFHS website the games for people to watch. And if you're a subscriber, and obviously you are, if you're watching our webcast here this afternoon, then you'll be able to watch Grayville in their games free of charge. Well, Troy, the game that we've got coming up here, the way I see it, our defense is the element of our team that if we're going to win, it has to be because of our defense.
Yeah, Dave, the defense is going to have to be on top of its game, just like they were last week with Madison, because for anybody, you were starting to allude to anybody who decided to check out the Red Hill versus Central A&M game on either Channel 15 New Wave or the NFHS network there on your internet. A&M, they strike early and strike often, and they have a varied attack. They definitely love to throw the ball, and but the Edwards County defensive backs last week pretty much shut down the Madison quarterback. So it's up to the defense to get the job done today. And then on the other side, the offense, the ball control, running the football, eating up clock, and keeping the ball out of Central A&M's hands is going to be crucial.
Well, Central A&M scored 48 points last week against Red Hill, a very good football team. So as Troy indicated to us here, The Central A&M team is a very good passing game. They have an excellent passing game. They use their quarterback in the shotgun. They usually have just one man in the backfield with a quarterback with wide receivers on both sides of the field, and so it's going to be up to our secondary on defense to contain the passing game, as well as our front four on the defensive line to rush the quarterback and keep him from getting any first downs or getting passes away. So I think they're getting ready now to play the national anthem, so we'll try to pick it up here. The Edwards County High School Band playing the national anthem. I don't know whether you were able to hear that through our headset microphones, but we'll be back with the starting lineups after this 30-second timeout.
Citizens National Bank in Albion, JTK Services, JR, Tara, Haley, and JC Bierster, Sheila Markman Schnepper, the Edwards County Supervisor of Assessments, United Mutual Insurance Company at 14 North 4th Street in Albion. When you need insurance, call United Mutual Insurance. Shad, Marilee, Lindsay, and Seth McKenzie. Kent and Sue Nail of Nail's Funeral Home in Albion and Fairfield. Billy and Tanya Potts.
All right, here's the starting lineup for the Central A&M Raiders, coached by Brent Weekley. They come in with 7 wins against 3 losses. Starting at quarterback will be Connor Heaton. He's 6'3", 175 pounds, a junior. The running back is Jacob Parody. He's 5'10", 145-pound junior. Wide receivers include Gus McCoy, 5'7", 160-pound senior. Connor Hutchins, 6'2", 175-pound senior. Cord Fenton, 6 feet, 175-pound senior. And Brian Bergner, a 6'1", 165-pound junior. So you can see there they use a lot of wide receivers. The center is Logan Whitney. He's 5'10", 215-pound senior. Jarrett Medler is at right guard. He's 6'3", 250-pound senior. The left guard is Jesky Maples, a 6 feet, 235-pound junior. The right tackle is Keegan Waterman, 6'4", 255-pound, a junior. And Torrey Palmer, 6 feet, 210 pounds. He's a senior. So you can see there on the offensive line, they've got a lot of beef, 215, 250, 235, 255, and 210. We'll check the Edwards County starting lineup after another 30-second timeout.
Eddie and Joyce Miller, Danny and Debbie Glover, Donna Hawking, Dr. Chris Ballard and his wife Jerry, Myrna Mason, Jim and Nyla McKenzie, George and Shirley Tribe, Doug Graber, your State Farm Insurance Agent in Albion.
All right, here are the starters for the Edwards County Lions. Starting at center will be Zed Markman. He's 5'9", 210 pounds, a junior. The guards are Hunter Mabry, 6 feet, 250 pounds, a senior. He also might appear in the backfield from time to time. Adam Grimes is the other guard. He's 6'1", 190-pound senior. The tackles are Andrew Rotramel, 6'4", 260-pound junior, and Marcus Morris, 6'1", 210-pound senior. The tight ends, Justin Wallace, 6'6", 225, a senior, and Keith Bateman, 5'9", 190-pound junior. The quarterback is Marcus Stennett, 5'11", 160 pounds, a junior. And the running backs are Marty Schmittler, 6'2", 245, a senior. Eli Grimes, 5'9", 165-pound junior, and Cade Rivers, 6'2", and 195 pounds. He is a senior. The coin toss has already been taken care of, and I think, I do know, Edwards County will be kicking off and will be defending the west goal, and Central A&M will be receiving and defending the right goal. And we'll be back here in 60 seconds with more, possibly the kickoff.
The watering can at 107 West Main Street. Stop in and see the flowers and gift items that Nathan has available. Call 445-3924. Jason Holfaker, always a supporter of the Edwards County Lions. Keith, Kayla, Taylor, Avery, and Drew Roosevelt. Dr. Lawrence Spear, Holly, and Sam. Spear Chiropractic Clinic on the west side of the Courthouse Square in Albion. Edwards County Superintendent of Schools David Counger and his family, David, Tiffany, Dallin, Camden, and Addison. David and Lisa Mathis, Kevin, Heidi, and TJ Smurden, Kenny and Terry Clodfelder, John and Denise Duncan.
Just a few of our webcast boosters. We'll be mentioning more of them throughout the afternoon. Glad to have you logged in on my15news.com. Don't know who the officials are, but I do know that they are out of Mount Vernon, Illinois. So this officiating crew, all of them come from the Mount Vernon area, which should make them non-partial. In other words, they have no stake in this game, and I'm sure they'll call the game fairly. Edwards County Lions will be wearing their black jerseys with red pants, white numerals and trim with their red helmets. Central A&M will be wearing black pants with white jerseys and red numerals and trim and white helmets. And we've already checked the starting lineups. And for those of you who may have joined us late, it is a party-like atmosphere here in Albion today. Central A&M, they have brought a lot of fans down from the Mowequa area. In fact, their team came in here on a chartered bus to give them comfort on that long ride down here. But Edwards County has come out in big force here today. Parking spaces around the school here are in short supply. A lot of people, there are a few empty spaces in the bleachers on our side of the field. Very few empty spaces on across the way for the visitors' bleachers for Central A&M. And a lot of people are sitting in lawn chairs all the way around the east end zone. And a lot of people standing up against the fence on both sides of the field. And the tailgate parties are in full force again here today on the hill just above the east end zone and all the way around to back behind the bleachers here at Edwards County High School's football field. If Edwards County should win this game this afternoon, I've got it right here, they would play next Saturday at either Fisher or Argenta-Oriana. Those are the two teams that are in our sights should we knock off Central A&M here this afternoon. Now, of course, if Edwards County loses, then the season's over, and we can start thinking about the basketball season. But this is farther than any other Edwards County football team has ever been before. The times when Edwards County has been in the playoffs, I've got that paper here somewhere, Troy. Here it is. The last time was back in 2004 when we lost to Seidel, Jamaica, by a score of 39-7. The Lions played in the playoffs again in 2000 at Staunton and lost there 24-14. They were in the playoffs in 1999 and lost to Greenfield 49-0. They played again, or before that, in 98 at Lewistown and lost that game 46-6. In 1990, we played at DuPont. I remember that game, Troy, because I broadcast that on the radio, and we lost to DuPont 36-27. And the first time Edwards County was in the playoffs was back in 1989 when we lost to Carterville 34-21. There's the run-up. The kick is underway, and Central A&M picks up the ball at the 20-yard line, and they come right up the middle. Boy, that kickoff caught me by surprise, Troy. By the way, the kickoff, McMorland Bishop McDonald's Restaurants are proud sponsors of local high school sports. Stop by after the game with locations in Fairfield, Albion, and Carmi. That's our kickoff sponsor. And so Central A&M carries the ball up to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and 10 as the Edwards County defense now sets up. And that would be on the front line, Justin Wallace, Andrew Rotramel, Hunter Mabry, and Adam Grimes. As I said before, it's always in the shotgun for their quarterback, Heaton. And it's a running play to the left side, and it's going to be close to a first down. It will be a first down, running over the left side. That was Heaton keeping the football and carrying it across the 50-yard line to the Edwards County 49, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Central A&M. The linebackers for Edwards County are Marty Schmittler, Eli Grimes, Camden Calger, and Kinzer Medler. All right, Central A&M out over the ball is their center, Logan Whitney. It's a running play up the middle for a big gain again. That's going to be loose ball. The ball is fumbled, and who got it?
They seem confident they got it back.
I don't know, though, Troy. Yeah, I guess they did. I saw one official pointing toward us, but apparently he was just indicating something else. So it is another first down for Central A&M. They're running right through our defense so far. A long count here for their quarterback, Connor Heaton. He looks to the sideline with receivers wide to both sides. There's a snap. He looks left side, throws out here. The pass is complete to Hutchins, and he's tackled quickly.
Pass is complete, number 6, that's Connor Hutchins.
And the pass was completed, and that's going to be a gain of about a little over 4 yards. So it'll be 2nd and a short 6 for another first down for Central A&M. So in their first series of downs, they're really moving the football. Once again, their quarterback, Heaton, is in the shotgun. One man in the backfield. And he keeps the football, tries the left side, and gets a few yards, but now he's pushed back as the Edwards County Lions came away with the football, but I think the whistle had already been blown. Pick up of maybe a couple of yards on that. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 4 now for Central A&M. Football is inside the 30 to about the 26. And I don't know what the delay is right now here, Troy. Central A&M players looking to the sideline, I guess, for the play. They do not huddle up after every offensive play. There's a snap. Right up the middle they go, and that's going to be the first down. Tackle made by Rotramel for Edwards County. The ball carrier was Gus McCoy, and it is a first down. And Rotramel was in on that tackle for Edwards County. Football is just going to be short of the, let's call it the 21. So it's 1st and 10 for Central A&M. They're moving the football against our defense. 1st and 10 from the Edwards County 21. Man in motion to the right side. And it's a running play. McCoy slips and falls down. And he might have got back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more. Schmittler and Grimes and Wallace in there to help out on the stop there after the ball carrier for Central A&M slipped and fell. And so no gain. He got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 now. Just getting started. 9:25 and counting here in the first quarter. Central A&M received the kickoff, and they've moved the football right down the field. There's a low snap. Heaton, the quarterback, runs around the right side, and he's tackled for a loss. Nice tackle back there for Edwards County. And let's see here. We've got to switch that over here. That would be Adam Grimes who came up there to make the initial contact. There'll be a loss of a yard on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 11 now for the Raiders from about the 22-yard line now. Once again, they always have the quarterback in the shotgun, and usually just one man in the backfield, and 4 receivers wide to both sides of the field. Well, not 4. 2 on one side, 2 on the other, obviously. And now, are they going to call timeout? I think they are. Timeout called by Central A&M. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Citizens National Bank in Albion. JTK Services, JR, Tara, Haley, and JC Bierster. Sheila Markman Schnepper, the Edwards County Supervisor of Assessments. United Mutual Insurance Company at 14 North 4th Street in Albion. When you need insurance, call United Mutual Insurance. Shan, Marilee Lindsay, and Seth McKenzie. Kent and Sue Nail of Nail's Funeral Home in Albion and Fairfield.
All right, Edwards County Lions are huddled up around defensive coordinator Russ Gerlach. The Lions have kindly stiffened up their defense. On the kickoff, Central A&M took it up at the 40-yard line, and they've moved from their own 40 to inside the Edwards County 25. It's 3rd and 11 from the Edwards County 22. Football on the far side, hash mark. There's the snap. Heaton throws out here. The pass is caught, complete to Parody, and he is quickly tackled over here by Rotramel for Edwards County. And the pass out here in the left flat is going to be good for about 4 yards. So it'll be 4th down and about 6 now for Central A&M from about the 16-yard line. All right, Williamsville having an easy go so far at halftime with Fairfield. Williamsville 28, Fairfield nothing at halftime. All right, Heaton in the shotgun, takes a snap, rolls to the right side, looks in the end zone. He's being chased, throws the ball away. The ball is caught, and he's pushed out of bounds, but that's going to be close. That is going to be a first down if it's a completion, and I think it is. Well, wait a minute, though. It's awful close.
He did not
make it. Okay. Edwards County's defense is held. I didn't catch who the receiver was for Central A&M, but the Lions tackled him immediately, pushed him out of bounds, and apparently he did not get to the first down stick. And so the Lions will take it now 1st and 10 from their own 12-yard line. So we've got it deep. This is no place to be fumbling or throwing pass interceptions, Troy.
No.
Got to hold on to the football. Lions come out. Stennett, the quarterback, moves in under his center, Zed Markman. He has one man in the backfield, a man in the slot on the right side, and it's a running play right up the middle for Edwards County. And as they unstack, let's see who the ball carrier was. Was it Rivers? It looks like we picked up about 2 yards on the carry, and I don't think it was Schmittler. Marty Schmittler was the ball carrier, the fullback for Edwards County. He picks up 2 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for Edwards County from their own 14-yard line. Lions break the huddle again. The ends are tight. Stennett under center with an I formation in the backfield. Stennett hands the ball off. This is Rivers, and he's got a good yardage gain as he gets up across the 20-yard line to about the 21, maybe the 22. So that'll bring up a 3rd down play. Well, they say it's a first down, Troy. All right, a first down. So a good run for the first down by Cade Rivers. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Edwards County from the 22. So they had to go from the 12 to the 22, and it was just enough for the first down. All right, the Lions break the huddle again. Stennett operating under center. Takes a snap, hands the football off, and a running play to the right side was Rivers again, I think, as they unstack. And it was Cade Rivers, and he's going to get about 2 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for Edwards County. Camden Cowger goes to the sidelines now, and my guess is that St. Ledger went in with the play from head coach Joe Rivers. 7 minutes and counting here in the first quarter. So far, no score. Lions break the huddle. Stennett with a long count now. Takes a snap, keeps the football, and he's going to be hit just as he breaks the line of scrimmage and then pushed back. Not much of a gain that time. Marcus Stennett, the quarterback, kept the football. It looked like it might have been the option play, but he decided to keep it and run with it. And he gets a couple of yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and a long 5 now for Edwards County from their own 28. Central A&M setting up a 5-man front defensive line with 3 defensive backs. Stennett again under center. Takes a snap, hands it off again to Rivers. He tries the left side this time, and not much there. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. And, well, maybe let's give him a yard. So it's going to be 4th down and a long 3 for a first down. And my guess is the Lions will punt it away, and they will. Cade Rivers goes back in punt formation. Back now to receive the punt is Jacob Parody. He's standing at the Central A&M 35-yard line. There's the snap. It's a good pass from center. Good high kick now by Rivers. Parody, the ball bounds at the 45 and takes an Edwards County bounce. Hey, he touched it! He touched it!
Nope.
That touched his foot, didn't it, Troy? I thought that ball touched there, but I guess not. Officials say it's going to be Central A&M ball at their own 43-yard line. So they take possession for the second time here today in the game. First time they took it at the 40 and moved down inside the 15-yard line, but then they ran out of downs, and Edwards County pushed it back up the field. So this time they've got 3 more yards when they take possession the second time. There goes a man in motion to the right side. And there's a hit. Oh, look at that hit by Justin Wallace.
Beautiful hit.
Justin Wallace was in the backfield and smacked the ball carrier Gus McCoy for a big loss. McCoy, the man in motion, took the handoff from the quarterback Heaton and was going to jet sweep it around the right side, but Wallace was in the backfield from his defensive end position and tackles him for a loss of about 6 yards. It's going to be second down at about 17 for another first down from the Central A&M 36. There's a snap, running play up the middle by the quarterback Heaton. He's going to be hit by Camden Calger first, and then a couple of other tacklers. Let's see, Grimes was in on that stop as well. And Heaton gets the ball up to just short of the 40-yard line, where it's going to be now third down and about 13 yards for another first down. Football is on the far side hash mark. Looks like even though they don't huddle up, Troy, they do spend some time on that 25-second clock looking to the sideline for a signal from their head coach on what play he wants to run. Connor Heaton, the quarterback, sends a man in motion to the left side. Heaton rolling left, looking downfield. His rush gets away from one man. The pass is complete, and that's going to be a first down. Pass is complete to Parody, and he's finally going to be tackled here at the Edwards County 36 or 7. Boy, I tell you what, though, Troy, the rush was on, and Edwards County almost got the quarterback again for a sack, but he eluded our defender, which I think was Grimes, and the pass is good enough for a first down for Central A&M. Football just across the Edwards County 37-yard line, where it'll be first and 10. This time the ends are tight. No, they're not. They've got receivers. And again, look at this. Wallace again knifing through, tackles that running back, Gus McCoy, sweeping around the right side and tackles him way back at the 45-yard line. But they must give him forward. I don't know why they give him forward progress to that, Troy. Anyway, forward progress to the 42, where it's going to be second down and about 14 yards for another first down for Central A&M. Justin Wallace really doing work in the backfield. Heaton throws to the right sideline. It's overthrown. Pass intended over there for Jacob Parody, but the Edwards County defensive secondary, St. Ledger, Richards, both back there defending for Edwards County, and Calger as well. And so that makes third down now. Third and 14 for Central A&M from the Edwards County 42-yard line. Once again, they send receivers wide to both sides. One man in the backfield with the quarterback Heaton in the shotgun. He's looking left, throws out here. The pass is incomplete. Right through the hands of Jacob Parody, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now, last week in the game against Red Hill, Central A&M was not hesitant at all to go on fourth down when they had the football across the 50-yard line. So I'd be surprised if they punt here, but that looks like what they're going to do. Their punter, Parody, is back there and deep. He gets the pass from center, steps into it. High kick, but not a very long kick. It bounds and takes a Central A&M bounce, and that's going to go inside the 5-yard line. Boy, oh boy, that's really going to pin the Lions deep in their own territory. So let's see where they finally say the ball did come to rest over there. But it's awful close to that pylon over there, Troy. And now their officials are discussing it. Oh, wait a minute, we got a penalty flag up here? I think we've got a penalty flag up here.
There is a penalty on A&M, and we're going to make them kick it again.
Okay. Well, I would too, because that ball was inside the 5 when it came to rest. So we still haven't received a signal from the official on what the penalty was. but they're marking off 5 yards, so maybe it was offsides. Let's see. He still didn't tell us what it is. Anyway, it's a 5-yard penalty, and they'll still punt it away. Line of scrimmage now is the Edwards County 47. Parody is back in punt formation, standing at his own 40. Long count. Now the pass from center is a good one. Parody puts the foot into it, and the ball's coming down. It's going to be fielded by Richards over there, and he's tackled instantly, and he's inside the 20-yard line. Let's see where they finally are going to put the football down for Edwards County, 1st and 10. This will be the Lions' second offensive possession of the football in the game. Clock now shows 2:54, and we still have no score. Lions will get it 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line. So the Lions break the huddle. Here comes Richards wide right, as well as St. Ledger. End is tight on the left side, high in the backfield. Stennett, the quarterback. Long count. Hands it off. Running play over right guard. Not much there. And the ball carrier was Schmittler. Marty Schmittler, the ball carrier. And they're going to give him about a yard. Really, that's being generous. It's probably more like feet. But we'll say a gain of a yard, so it'll be 2nd and a long 9 for Edwards County from their own 19-yard line, midway between the 18 and 19. All right, same formation again. Richards and St. Ledger wide right. Stennett takes a snap, hands the ball off to Rivers, and he gets up to about the 20-yard line. Again, a very short gain by Cade Rivers, trying to run over right guard and right tackle. We'll give him another yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and about long 7 for another 1st down. The line of scrimmage is right at the Edwards County 20-yard line. So let's see what Edwards County will do on this big 3rd down play now. Clock running, under 2 minutes left here in the opening quarter. So far, no score. Stennett again with a long count, hoping to get them offside, but they stay. And it's a running. Oh, the ball's loose. The ball is loose. And Central A&M, I think, has recovered it, Troy.
They did.
I believe Marcus Stennett fumbled that football. And Central A&M has recovered it. And, boy, that's going to be a big break for them, Troy. You just cannot afford to do things like that when you got the ball that deep in your own territory. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Central A&M from the Edwards County 17. Last week we ran up against a team that intentionally tried to strip the football from the Edwards County ball carriers, and it worked during the first quarter, but Edwards County finally figured out how to stop that. But here's our first fumble that causes a problem. Here's Heaton running around the left end. He's being wrapped up and tackled for a loss, and the tackle was made for Edwards County by Kinzer Medler. Medler on the stop, and that'll be a pickup of about 2 yards for Central A&M. It's going to be 2nd and about 8, and the football near the 15-yard line. Heaton, the quarterback, in the shotgun, as McCoy standing there with him, and McCoy runs left side, and again, Kinzer Medler on the tackle for Edwards County. And let's see how much McCoy is going to get on that. He's going to get a good gain. That'll be 3rd down now and about 3 yards for another 1st down for Central A&M. The line of scrimmage is going to be about the 10-yard line. Yeah, I think the football is resting right on the 10, Troy. All right. There go men in motion to the right side. Now they come set. Snap. Hand it off to McCoy again. He's hit just as he hits the line of scrimmage, but falls forward. That time it was Grimes with the initial contact for Edwards County. But that's going to be a pickup of about a yard, and so it's going to be a big 4th down play now. 4th down and a yard from the Edwards County 3-yard line. And we're going to take a 30-second timeout. Troy?
Chad Marilee Lindsay and Seth McKenzie, Billy and Tanya Potts, Eddie and Joyce Miller, Danny and Debbie Glover, Donna Hawking, Dr. Chris Ballard and his wife Jerry, Myrna Mason, Jim and Nyla McKenzie, George and Shirley Tribe. Doug Graber is your State Farm Insurance agent in Albion.
All right, we're back to play with 12 seconds left in the opening quarter. Central A&M will have it 4th down and a yard from the 8-yard line. I think I said the 5 earlier, but the football is at the Edwards County 8-yard line. This is the second time now Central A&M has had the football inside the Edwards County 10. The first time, the Lions defense held, and Central A&M had to give it up on downs. The Lions did manage to push it up the field, and there goes the horn ending the first quarter. Our score at the end of one quarter is 0-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
The watering can at 107 West Main Street. Stop it and see the flowers and gift items Nathan has available. Call 445-3924. Jason Holfaker, always a supporter of the Edwards County Lions. Keith, Taylor, Avery, and Drew Roosevelt. Dr. Lawrence Spear, Holly and Sam, Spear Chiropractic Clinic on the west side of the Courthouse Square in Albion. Edwards County Superintendent of Schools David Cowger and his family, David, Tiffany, Dallin, Camden, and Addison. David and Lisa Mathis, Kevin, Heidi, and TJ Smurden, Kenny and Terry Clodfelder, and John and Denise Duncan.
Stay with us at halftime. We'll be checking out some scores of other games being played around the area.
Couple score updates for you. I have over at Chester, the Royal Forsyth up 14-12 on Chester.
Well, Troy, the Edwards County Lions have done something that Red Hill could not do. Last week, Central A&M scored, I forget how many, but several points in the first quarter. But the Lions have held on defense so far and has kept Central A&M off the scoreboard through the first quarter. We're ready to start the second quarter now. It's 4th and 1 for Central A&M from the Edwards County 8-yard line. So now we wait to see if the Edwards County defense can hold again. Officials now are, as we move the football to the other end of the field, the east end of the football field. And here come the Raiders. Heaton is under center this time. That's something new, and it's a quarterback keeper, and he plows ahead, and I think he probably got the first down because really he had to get less than a yard. And he, as we indicated earlier, they always ran out of the shotgun for the quarterback, but that time he was under center, so we knew that it was going to be a quarterback keeper, and he did get the first down. So it's going to be 1st and goal now for Central A&M from about the 7. Come on, Lions defense. This time Heaton is in the shotgun, hands it off to McCoy. He cracks over his right guard and is now hit and pushed back. St. Ledger was in on the tackle as well as Eli Grimes for Edwards County. And maybe a pickup of a yard on that. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from about the 3-yard line, apparently. There's the snap. Running play up the middle, and did they get in? I think they did. Yes, they did. There's a touchdown from 3 yards out. And so Central A&M draws the first blood of the football game, scoring at 11:25 to go here in the first quarter, or second quarter, I should say. And I think it was McCoy on a 2-yard run. All right, let's see what they do on the extra point. It's a kick. The kick is up. It looks good from here. And it is good. The extra point kick is good. So there's a timeout on the field. Our score is Central A&M 7, Edwards County nothing. Back in 30 seconds.
Myrna Mason, Dr. Chris Ballard and his wife Jerry, Donna Hawking, Danny and Debbie Glover, Eddie and Joyce Miller, Billy and Tanya Potts, Kenton Sue Nail of Nail's Funeral Home in Albion and Fairfield, Chad, Marilyn Lindsay, and Seth McKenzie. United Mutual Insurance Company at 14 North 4th Street in Albion. When you need insurance, call United Mutual Insurance.
All right. That's okay.
And invite them to watch. Just log into www.isay.tv. Set up your account and watch live on the phone, tablet, computer, or TV via the Apple TV app. NSHS Network, high school atmosphere. All right, looks like Jacob Parody is going to be kicking off for Central A&M, backstage for Edwards County.
Jacob Parody has the football teed up at the 40-yard line to kick it away for Central A&M. We've got Richards back deep, as well as St. Ledger, and I think the other was Eli Grimes. Yeah, it is Eli Grimes back there. So now Central A&M making some substitutions on their kickoff team. Whistle sounds. Parody runs up now, puts toe into the football. It's a short kick, fielded at about the 35-yard line, and a running play right up the near sideline across the 40-yard line. And let's see who, was it St. Ledger? No, it was Camden Calgary. Camden Calgary was the one who took the kickoff and carries it up across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. Actually, the football resting between the 42 and 43. And that's where Edwards County will take it, 1st and 10. Just getting started here in the second quarter. It's 7-0 Central A&M. Eye in the backfield. Stennett under center. Takes a snap. Hands it off. Here's Rivers. Trying the left side. Not much there. Central A&M stacked that up. Maybe a yard. And nope, they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Lions. Beautiful day here in Albion. Sun pops in and out from the clouds now and then. Strong wind, though, blowing out of the south. All right, receivers wide to both sides for the Lions this time with the eye in the backfield. Stennett goes back to pass, looks left, throws out here for Richards. He's got it behind the defense, and he's going to be finally tackled inside the Edwards County 10. Beautiful pass down this near sideline from Marcus Stennett to Joe Richards, and that'll be 1st and 10 for Edwards County inside the Central A&M 10-yard line. He was finally caught from behind by Gus McCoy, one of the defensive backs for Central A&M. Why are we moving back up here? We got a penalty flag, Troy.
There's a flag for something here on the sidelines, Dave, and I have no idea what.
Let's hope it's against them, because that would wipe out a beautiful pass play. And let's see.
They're saying he was out of bounds and then came back inbounds to catch that pass, Dave.
Oh, my. Oh, my. What a terrible break for Edwards County. Our best offensive play, and apparently, according to the officials, Richards, in running his pass pattern, stepped out of bounds and then came back in to receive the pass, and that's going to cost us some yards as well as wiping out that big, long gain. There's 10 or 5 yards, I guess. Where are they going to put the football now? 37? Yeah, about the 37. So that's a 5-yard penalty, and it'll be 2nd and 15 now for Edwards County from our own 43-yard line. 10:39 on the clock. We're in the second period. Central A&M 7, Edwards County nothing so far. Stay with us at halftime. We'll be checking out other games being played here today in high school playoff football action. Last I heard, the Fairfield Mules were trailing at halftime. All right, here we go. Lions have again Richards wide to the left side with an eye in the backfield. Stennett under center, Zed Markman takes a snap, hands it off to Rivers. He tries to go around right side, and he's pulled down. No gain. Central A&M defense was Johnny on the spot over there on their left side of their defense and tackled Richards for a loss, about a yard. So it's going to be 4th and about 16 now for Edwards County from their own 36-yard line. And so the Lions now, boy, I'll tell you what, though, that penalty really hurt. This time Stennett it's Rivers in punt formation. That's a high kick, but a very short kick that bounds at the 49 and takes an Edwards County bounce, and it's going to be downed over on the far sideline over there by Richards at the Central A&M 42 or 43-yard line. Man, oh man, Troy. That just really hurts. We would have had the football 1st and 10 inside the 10-yard line, but Richards apparently stepped out of bounds in running his pass pattern, and that negated the pass completion and tacked a 5-yard penalty on us. And so Central A&M now has it 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout, so we'll take another 30-second break.
Sheila Markman-Schnepper, the Edwards County Supervisor of Assessments, JTK Services, JR, Tara, Haley, and JC Bierster, Citizens National Bank in Albion, Jim and Nyla McKenzie, George and Shirley Tribe, Doug Graber, your State Farm Insurance Agent in Albion, the watering can at 107 West Main Street. Stop in and see the flowers and gift items that Nathan has available. Call 445-3924.
Okay, we are in the second quarter. 9 minutes, 35 seconds left in this first half. Central A&M has scored, and they lead 7-0. And they have the football now. 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Lions set up their defense now. Remember, this is a very strong passing team. So the Lions secondary and the defensive line of Edwards County are going to really have to play their best here today. Quarterback Heaton in the shotgun, hands it off to McCoy again, and he's got a big gainer up to near the 50-yard line. Looks like he's going to be short of the first down by about a yard. Gus McCoy, a 5'7", 160-pound senior, gets 9 yards on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 1. Football just across the 50-yard line. Again, Heaton in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off to McCoy again. He's got the first down. And still going, and finally tackled across the 40-yard line. Camden Calger came up to make the tackle for Edwards County. This McCoy is not a very big boy. As I said, he's only 5'7" and 160 pounds, but he's fast. So it'll be 1st and 10 now from the Edwards County 39. Snap, McCoy again, running right side. This time he's hit hard and tackled, and that was Hunter Mabry making the tackle that time for Edwards County. And it's still a gain of 4 yards on that play, so it's 2nd and a very short 7 for another first down from the Edwards County 35-yard line. Central A&M outscored Red Hill last week, 48-40. But so far they've only scored 7 points. There's a snap. McCoy again running up the middle, hit and tackled by Rotramel. And that's going to be a gain of maybe a couple of yards. Still going to be a 3rd down and about 3 or 4 yards for another first down. The line of scrimmage now is the Edwards County 32-yard line. Football field's in excellent shape here today in spite of the rain that we had here just the other day. All right, here they come. Receivers wide to both sides, man in motion to the left side, and they hand it off to McCoy, and he gets away from one tackler, gets away from another on the sideline. He's tackled near the first down marker. Tackle over there made by Jordan Brock. Jordan Brock on the tackle for Edwards County, coming up from his defensive secondary position to make the stop, and he did not get the first down, a 4th down play. In fact, they may have lost about a yard on that. So it's 4th down now. And a very long 3 for another first down from the Edwards County 32. Well, now Central A&M looking to the sidelines to see what head coach Brent Weekley wants to run. As I said earlier, they do not huddle up between offensive plays. They just stand around till the coach tells them what they want to run, and then they huddle up, or they don't huddle up. They just, are we going to get another timeout? I think we are. Another timeout, this time by Central A&M. 7:50 remaining in the first half. It's Central A&M 7, Edwards County nothing. Back in 30 seconds.
The watering can at 107 West Main Street. Stop to see the flowers and gift items that Nathan has available. Call 445-3924. Jason Holfaker, always a supporter of the Edwards County Lions. Keith, Kayla, Taylor, Avery, and Drew Roosevelt. Dr. Ort Spear, Holly and Sam, Spear Chiropractic Clinic on the west side of the Courthouse Square in Albion. Edwards County Superintendent of Schools, David Cowger, and his family.
All right, we're back here. Again, defensive coordinator Russ Gerlach out there around the Edwards County defense, giving them instructions on how to deal with this offensive juggernaut that Central A&M possesses. But I got to give them credit, Troy, because they scored a bunch of points against Red Hill, a very good football team, last Saturday. But so far they've managed only 7, and we've only got 7:50 left in this first half. All right, again, Heaton, the quarterback in the shotgun, takes a snap, throws it over the middle, pass is caught, and it's going to end up in a touchdown. Jacob Parody takes the football right over the middle, got away from one Edwards County tackler, and scores. That's a 32-yard pass play, and so I guess I shouldn't have said anything about scoring right away, Troy, because here they come. So that's with 7:43, second quarter, and they're going to kick the extra point. See, the holder is going to be number 12. That's Heaton, the quarterback. There's the snap, the spot, the kick is up, and it looks good from here, and the kick is good. So there's a timeout on the field. Central A&M 14, Edwards County nothing, back in 60 seconds.
Edwards County Superintendent of Schools David Cowger and his family, David, Tiffany, Dallin, Camden, and Addison, David and Lisa Mathis, Kevin, Heidi, and TJ Smurton, Kenny and Terry Clodfelder, John and Denise Duncan, Myrna Mason, Dr. Chris Ballard and his wife Jerry, Donna Hawking, Danny and Debbie Glover, Eddie and Joyce Miller, Billy and Tanya Potts, Kit and Sue Nail of Nail's Funeral Home in Albion and Fairfield, and Shad, Marilee, Lindsay, and Seth McKenzie.
Well, the Lions defense has got to really get something stopped on, and offense has got to get something going. Parody to kick the ball away for Central A&M. We've got Richards and Calger back deep. The kick comes off to Calger. He picks up the football at the 35 and comes to the near sideline before he's finally tackled just short of the Edwards County 45. So the Lions will get the football now for the third time here in the first half. Boy, again, though, that penalty that wiped out a very good pass play on this last possession that would have put the football inside the Central A&M 10-yard line was negated by a penalty, and so the Lions get it now first and 10 from their own 44. Richards and Calger come wide to the left side, and there goes Grimes wide to the right, and there's a snap. Running play by Cade Rivers, maybe a yard. Cade Rivers on the jet sweep to the right side. And they're going to put the football right down on the 45-yard line. So give him a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 9 from the Edwards County 45. Camden Calger checks into the lineup now with the play from the sideline and head coach Joe Rivers. Clock running, coming up on 7 minutes to play here in the first half. Central A&M 14, Edwards County nothing. Receivers wide to both sides. One man in the backfield. Stennett in the shotgun. Takes a snap. And he's going to roll left side running, and he's going to be sacked for a loss. Big defensive tackle by Connor Hutchins, a 6'2", 175-pound senior. And that's going to be a big loss, as instead of throwing the ball away, quarterback Stennett kept the ball as he was looking for somebody to throw to on this left sideline. But he was tackled and sacked for a loss all the way back to the Edwards County 37-yard line, where it's going to be third down now and almost 19 yards for another first down. All right, the Lions break the huddle. Big third down play now for Edwards County. Once again, Stennett in the shotgun. Gets a good pass from Senator Markman. Throws over the middle, incomplete. And that was intended for Camden Calger on a pass play across the middle. Camden might have thought there was pass interference there, but the officials don't call anything. So it's fourth down now, and once again the Lions are going to have to kick it away. And Cade Rivers will go back to kick it away. And we get some substitutions in for Edwards County. Justin Wallace checks in now to be on the kick at their punt team. Calgar is the gunner on the left side for the Lions. Good pass from center. Rivers, good high kick coming downfield. It's going to be a fair catch called for by Central A&M's Jacob Parody, and they're going to put the football down at the Central A&M 32-yard line, where they'll have it 1st and 10 with 5:59 left in the first half. Central A&M 14, Edwards County nothing. Again, stay with us at halftime. We'll have some scores to report for you. And Lucas Gifford, our board man at the radio station in Fairfield, will relay some scores to me, and I'll pass them on to our viewers on my15news.com as well. All right, Central A&M breaks the huddle. As always, receivers wide both sides. Heaton, the quarterback in the shotgun, the only man in the backfield, and he keeps the football, runs over the right side, and a quick hit made by Ryan St. Ledger for Edwards County, but a good gain by Heaton on the quarterback keeper up to the 40-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd down now and about 2 yards for another first down. Central A&M out again. As I say, they do not huddle up. They quickly form. There goes a man in motion to the left side. Again, Heaton is being chased and throws down here. The pass is caught, and he's instantly tackled by Joe Richards, and that's going to be a first down. The receiver was Parody, and he's tackled right at the 50-yard line. So Central A&M will have it now 1st and 10 from the 50. Clock running, coming up on 5:20 to play in the half. Lions trying to find some answers on defense to stop this good offense of Central A&M. There goes a man in motion to the left. Quick pass out in the flat. Caught out there by McCoy. Down the far sideline. He's got the first down and is finally pushed out of bounds over there by Ryan St. Ledger, but a big gainer inside the 30-yard line. Let's see where they say he was pushed out of bounds. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Let's see, is it the 27 or 28? Close to the 30-yard line. Again, McCoy runs, and he's hit just as he hits the line of scrimmage. Marty Schmittler, the middle linebacker, was the first man to make the tackle for Edwards County. But still, McCoy gets about 3 yards on the carry. So it'll be 2nd and a long 7 now for Central A&M from the Edwards County 28. Football on the far side hash mark. Congratulations to the Grayville Bison girls volleyball team. They won last night. They'll be in the state finals next Friday and Saturday in Normal, Illinois. Man in motion to the right side. Heaton, right up the middle he goes. He's got the first down and more. And finally tackled there in the secondary for Edwards County. I think it might have been Grimes on the tackle, but I'm not sure. Yep. Grimes on the tackle for Edwards County. And so that's another first down. Where's the line of scrimmage going to be? There's the 10, look, about the 9-yard line. So Central A&M trying to tack on more points before the end of this first half. 4:15 left to play, second quarter. Snap, again, Heaton keeps the ball. And the ball stripped loose. Ball stripped loose. Justin Wallace was the first guy to hit the football and break it loose. And I'm not sure who recovered it. Camden Calgar might have been the one, or maybe Grimes. But Justin Wallace is the one who stripped the ball out, Troy. And so the Lions have stopped that offensive series by Central A&M, and the Lions will have it now 1st and 10 from their own 13. Boy, that helps. 4:06 on the clock. That's all that's left of this second quarter. So far, Central A&M has scored 14 points, but they had a whole lot more than that last week at halftime against a very good Red Hill football team. All right, the Lions send receivers wide to both sides. Stennett is in the shotgun. Cade Rivers, the running back, standing next to his left. There's a snap. And Stennett keeps the ball, throws down the sidelines for Richards, and he can't quite make the catch.
Oh, Dave, he had his arms. Should have a flag on that.
It was awful close to offense or defensive pass interference. but not called. And so that incomplete pass stops the clock with 3:59 left in the first half. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Lions from their own 12-yard line. So the Lions break the huddle. Again, receivers wide to both sides. Stennett in the shotgun. This time Rivers is on his right side. There's a snap, and Stennett's going to be tackled in the backfield for a loss. I think that was going to be an option play, Troy, but he didn't have any chance to pitch that ball out. He was hit after making about 3 or 4 steps towards his right, and that's a loss back to about the 10-yard line. Maybe even worse than that. Let's see. It's going to be 3rd down and a good 14, maybe 15 yards for another first down from about the 8. And now Justin Wallace checks back in. Troy, I noticed 4 of our players got mohawk haircuts before today's game. We're going to get a timeout call now with 3:23 left in the first half. It's Central A&M 14, Edwards County nothing. Back in 30 seconds.
United Mutual Insurance Company at 14 North 4th Street in Albion. When you need insurance, call United Mutual Insurance. Sheila Markman Schnepper, the Edwards County Supervisor of Assessments. JTK Services, JR, Tara, Haley, and JC Bierster. Citizens National Bank in Albion. Myrna Mason, Dr. Chris Ballard and his wife Jerry. Donna Hawking, Danny and Debbie Glover. Eddie and Joyce Miller, and Billy and Tanya Potts.
Okay, I'm Dave Rigg, Troy Rigg alongside. We are simulcasting our efforts here this afternoon, broadcasting on radio on WOKZ FM 105.9. Also, streaming the game on my15news.com. So doing double exposure today. All right, Lions break the huddle. It's 3rd and 14 from the Edwards County 8. Big 3rd down play for the Lions. Stennett under center this time. Rolls to the left, looks downfield for Richards. Throws down here. And Joe, my goodness, Troy, just off his fingertips. He's been able to get behind the secondary defenders for Central A&M at least twice now, but unfortunately has only caught it one time, and that one time was wiped out by a penalty against the Lions. So now with 4th and 14 from about the 8-yard line, the Lions are going to have to kick it away, and Cade Rivers doesn't have as much room to try to kick this ball. He's standing deep in his own end zone. Long count, trying to get them offside, but they didn't. And it's a kick off the side of his foot, and it's going to squib off here to the left side, and finally the Lions are going to down it inside the 25-yard line at about the 24. Well, that was a bad time for that to happen, Troy. So Central A&M is going to get the football again with 3:14 left in this first half, leading 14-0, and it'll be 1st and 10 for them from the Edwards County, well, we'll call it the 24. It's just across the 25. So here they come out of the huddle. Central A&M Raiders. Receivers wide to both sides. Heaton, the quarterback in the shotgun, has McCoy standing behind him. And he throws to the left flat out there, complete to Parody. Parody gets away from one tackler, gets away from another, and is now getting away from 2 or 3 other tacklers and is finally brought down close to a first down. Lions not able to catch the slippery Jacob Parody, and he does get another first down for Central A&M, but the Lions had 3 opportunities to bring him down. Clock running again now, under 3 minutes to play. 1st and 10 from the Edwards County 13. Heaton throws to the left flat. The pass is caught, and he didn't get in the end zone, but it's awful close to the 5-yard line. Pass was complete again to Parody. So it's going to be 1st and goal now for Central A&M. And it's inside the 5, pretty close to the 4-yard line. 2:45, running play to the right side and did not get in. And let's see, we've got stopping the clock. Well, apparently they did not have to score to get a first down. They do get it now, first and goal. Looks like at about the 1. Again, Heaton, the quarterback, in the shotgun, hands it off. And it's a running play up the middle, and it's a touchdown. McCoy was the ball carrier. And that score came with 2:31 left in this second period. And so now a extra point kick coming up. McCoy with a 1-yard run. All right, they're going to kick it up there for the extra point. There's the snap, the spot, the kick is up. Looks good from here, and it is good. So there's a timeout on the field with 2:31 left here in the first half. It's now Central A&M 21, Edwards County nothing. Back in 60 seconds.
Jim and Nyla McKenzie, Georgia Charlie Tribe, Doug Raber, your State Farm Insurance agent in Albin. A watering can at 107 West Main Street. Stop in and see the flowers and gift items that Nathan has available. Call 445-3924. Jason Holfaker, always a supporter of the Edwards County Lions. Keith, Kayla, Taylor, Avery, and Drew Roosevelt. Dr. Lawrence Spear, Holly and Sam. Spear Chiropractic Clinic on the west side of the Courthouse Square in Albin. Edwards County Superintendent of Schools David Cowger and his family, David, Tiffany, Dallin, Camden, and Addison. David and Lisa Mathis, Kevin, Heidi, and TJ Smurden, Kenny and Terry Clodfelder, and John and Denise Duncan.
All right, we're back. There's a short kick. Camden Cowger fields it at the 35-yard line and runs up to close to the 45 before he's quickly tackled. So the Lions are going to get it first and 10 with 2:27 left here in the first half. And let's see, they're going to put the football down at the 43-yard line of Edwards County. So Central A&M has scored 21 points here so far in the first half. But last week they scored 48 points against Red Hill. Not at halftime, but that was their final score, 48 points. All right, Lions out of the huddle. Stennett under quarterback, or as the quarterback, has an eye in the backfield, hands it off to Rivers. He tries the left side and maybe got a yard. Not much more than that. Central A&M has a lot of beef on their offensive line and defensive line. And so far, the Edwards County offensive line has not had much success in opening holes for our running backs. Football is just shy of the Edwards County 45, where it's 2nd and 9 for another first down. All right, Lions out of the huddle again. It's an eye in the backfield. Stennett under center. Receivers wide to both sides. There's the snap. And it's a running play up the middle. Marty Schmittler, the ball carrier. And Marty crosses the 45. They're going to say he was down at about the 47. So maybe about 2 yards on that carry by Schmittler. It's going to be third down and about 7 now for Edwards County. Football just shy of the Edwards County 47. Lions break the huddle. Here comes Richards wide to the left side. And there goes St. Ledger wide right. Eye in the backfield. A quick pass over the middle is caught short of the first down. That's Justin Wallace, the receiver for Edwards County. And they're going to say he's down inside Central A&M territory, just shy of the 48. So it's going to be fourth down and about 2 yards now for another first down for Edwards County. And you would think Edwards County will go on fourth down here. But we'll see. Let's see what Joe Rivers has decided to do with the Lions down 21-0. Clock running. Coming up on 30 seconds to play in the half. Lions break the huddle. Receivers wide to both sides. In the shotgun, Stennett takes a snap. Goes back to pass. Throws a pass to Rivers, and he's tackled for a loss. Pass was complete to Cade Rivers, but he was hit and tackled for a loss back to the Edwards County 47, maybe. Oh, they say it was incomplete. Well, it was 4th down, so it doesn't make any difference. Lions give up the football on downs, and so Central A&M now, with 23 seconds left in the first half, will have it 1st and 10 at the Edwards County 46-yard line. So the Raiders set up their formation in the shotgun. Heaton looks to the left side, throws to the left flat, and it's caught, and the receiver quickly stepped out of bounds. That was caught by Cord Fenton, a 6-foot, 175-pound senior. And that'll be a gain to about the 30. That's at the 40, I'm sorry, the 40-yard line. 18 seconds left now. Clock was stopped after the receiver stepped out of bounds. Quick pass to the left flat again. Caught. That's a 1st down. And again the receiver. Oh, we got a penalty flag down. That might be against Edwards County. For, maybe unsportsmanlike conduct, or
might have already been out of bounds and then they hit him.
Yeah, it could be. They're going to mark off 15 yards, but there's only 14 seconds left in the half. Yeah, they're marking off a 15-yarder against Edwards County. Unnecessary roughness. We still haven't had an official signal, but we do know it's a 15-yard penalty, and that's going to put the football near the 20-yard line. And now they put the chains down after moving them. And Central A&M's ready to run a play. Maybe one more play, 14 seconds. And they're going to have an option play. This is Parody looking downfield, throws downfield, incomplete. Jacob Parody took the handoff from the quarterback Heaton, and he was coming in motion from the left side, ran towards the right side, and was looking downfield trying to find a receiver. Finally threw the ball, but it was incomplete. Now we've got 7 seconds left in the first half, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10 now, again from the Edwards County 20-yard line. There's no doubt about it, folks. This is a good football team from Mowequa area, Central A&M. All right, here they break the huddle again. Boy, they've got receivers wide to both sides. Heaton takes the snap, goes back to pass, looks, throws down the field. The pass is caught, and a quick tackle instantly down there by Ryan St. Ledger and Jordan Brock right near the goal line. That was close to a touchdown pass. Now the clock has run out. That should be the last play of the first half. No, it's illegal procedure is the call against Central A&M, so we can't end the half on a penalty, I don't think. They're going to talk now to the Edwards County captain, Hunter Mabry. And so that will cost Central A&M some yardage. But again, the clock has reached 0. And is that going to be the half?
They are going to decline.
That's going to be it. That's going to be considered the end of the first half. So the Lions defense stopped them from scoring their 4th touchdown here in the first half. We're at halftime, and it's Central A&M 21, Edwards County nothing. Now stay with us. We'll be getting some scores during this halftime break from back in the studio, which I'll relay to our viewers on the internet. But right now we're going to take a 60-second break.
Myrna Mason, Dr. Chris Ballard and his wife Jerry, Donna Hawking, Danny and Debbie Glover, Eddie and Joyce Miller, Billy and Tanya Potts, Kent C. Nail and Nail's Funeral Home in Albin and Fairfield, Shad, Merrilee, Lindsay, and Seth McKenzie, United Mutual Insurance Company at 14 North 4th Street in Albin. When you need insurance, call United Mutual Insurance. Sheila Markman Schnepper, the Edwards County Supervisor of Assessments. JTK Services, J.R., Tara, Haley, and J.C. Bierster. Citizens National Bank in Albin. Jim and Nyla McKenzie. George and Shirley Tribe. Doug Graber, your State Farm Insurance Agent in Albin. The watering can at 107 West Main Street. Stop in and see the flowers and gift items that Nathan has available. Call 445-3924.
Okay, we have reached the halftime break, and, the only thing that is really spoiling this party-like atmosphere at Edwards County High School's football field today is the score, because we've got a big crowd of fans of Edwards County people, and a big crowd, really, Mowequa area people have come down here in big numbers to support their Raiders, and a lot of activities going on away from the football field. We've got tailgate parties up there on the hill past the east end zone. A lot of people sitting in lawn chairs around the east end zone in a semicircle back there, and they're having a big time. And the concession stand is really keeping busy downstairs below us here, selling popcorn and hot dogs and cold drinks and candy and all kinds of stuff. But the Edwards County High School Band right now is out on the field getting ready to entertain this big crowd here at halftime. A halftime score is Central A&M 21, Edwards County nothing. I don't have what the halftime score was last week when Central A&M played the Red Hill Salukis up at Bridgeport, but I watched the game, Troy, because the game was webcast on the internet through the NFHS network. And in fact, any of the Edwards County fans who subscribe to our webcast could have also watched it. In fact, you can go back and watch it later on this evening if you want to. It's still there, just as this game that we're doing right now will be later on. But anyway, I knew from watching their game with Red Hill that we were going to have our hands full here this afternoon, because they are a very good passing team and a very fast team. And they scored 48 points last week against the Red Hill Salukis, who really, by all rights and reasons, ran roughshod through the very tough Little Illini football schedule this past season. So when I saw how they were handling Red Hill, I thought, ooh, boy, we're going to have to really play some good defense to beat this Central A&M team. And I think, for the most part, Troy, we have. Now, we have had some missed tackles on defense, which have hurt us, but not only do they have a good passing game in this quarterback Heaton, but this little scatback Gus McCoy, 5'7", 160 pounds, he is quick. And besides that, he's small, so he doesn't provide much of a target for a would-be tackler.
Yeah, Dave, during the course of the season, the only running back that I can think of that even compares to what McCoy is doing is when we played Fairfield and Hefner was hitting the holes for him. But this McCoy kid is much faster than Hefner was. So when their offensive line gets a hole open for him, Dave, you've got to get that hole plugged back up as quickly as you can, because he's going to have 5- and 6-yard gains every time he zips through there.
Well, I have to say this. He's faster than any other running back you and I saw this entire season in the Black Diamond Conference.
Oh, yeah,
much
absolutely.
faster. And another factor that I think is a reason why the Lions are down 21-0 here at halftime is they've got a big offensive and defensive line. On offense, they go 215, 250, 235, 255, and 210. Now our defensive line goes 225, 260, 250, and 190. Our linebackers are 245, 165, 180, and 160. So if their linemen get out there and get into our linebackers making blocks, they've got the size advantage there. Now on defense, their front four goes like this: 235, 250. They do have a 175-pound defensive end, but the other defensive end is 210, and they have some very quick linebackers and defensive backs as well. But I guess really, Troy, the really disappointing thing about the first half is Marcus Stennett threw a beautiful pass down this near sideline that was caught by Joe Richards, and he was finally caught from behind and tackled inside the Central A&M 10-yard line. But unfortunately, the official said that Richards had stepped out of bounds in running his pass pattern, and that negated any ability that he had to receive a pass. So that wiped out that big long gain on the pass play, plus it was a penalty of 5 yards for committing that infraction. And from that, really the Lions offense here in the first half has not been really that effective. Well, we're going to take another 60-second break, and then we will be going back to get some more scores. But right now, another 60-second commercial break.
Jim and Nyland McKenzie, George and Shirley Tribe, Doug Graber, your State Farm Insurance Agent in Albion. A watering can at 107 West Main Street. Stop in and see the flowers and gift items Nathan has available. Call 445-3924. Jason Holfaker, always a supporter of the Edwards County Lions. Keith, Taylor, Avery, Ed, Drew, Roosevelt. Dr. Lawrence Spear, Holly and Sam. Spear Chiropractic Clinic on the west side of the Courthouse Square in Albion. Edwards County Superintendent of Schools David Tauger and his family. David, Tiffany, Dallin, Camden, Ann Addison. David and Lisa Mathis. Kevin, Heidi, and TJ Smurden. Kenny and Terry Clodfelter. And John and Denise Duncan.
Just a few of our webcast boosters here on my15news.com. All right, we're back here at the high school field here in Albion. A beautiful day for football here. A lot of clouds in the area, but they're the cumulus-type clouds. And when they obscure the sun, it gets to feel just a little chilly, but when the sun does pop through, it's a nice warm day. However, there is a brisk wind blowing out of the south that maybe kind of makes the chill in your bones if you're standing out there along the sidelines or out there on the field playing. We're going to be switching back to the studio here in just a second or two. Lucas Gifford back there will give the scores for our radio listeners, and then I will relay what he tells me to our viewers on the internet. So, Lucas, what have you got so far?
All right, big thanks to the Edwards County High School Band. We do have the results of these drawings. We had a 50-50 drawing, and then drawing for two of the Edwards County High School playoff shirts signed by all football players. And real quick on those, there's two larges and two extra larges. First come, first serve.
Okay, Lucas, again, what was that score of the Fairfield game? 42 Williamsville, Fairfield what?
You're going to be announcing the numbers right now. So, we'll start with the shirts. The shirt numbers. Big number
42-8, third quarter. Okay, so for the benefit of our webcast viewers, of course, we're 21-0 Central A&M here at halftime. And as Lucas indicated there, Fisher leading Argenta Oriana at the third quarter break, 36-23. Now, whoever wins this game is going to probably end up playing Fisher next week. But Argenta Oriana was rated by IHSA higher than Fisher, but right now Fisher has a 36-23 lead in the third quarter. And as Lucas told us, Williamsville really putting it on the Fairfield Mules. It's Williamsville 42, Fairfield 8 in the third quarter. And I know that's going to be a disappointment for Fairfield Mule fans if that game doesn't turn around. They already had a big disappointment last night, Troy, in girls volleyball. The Lady Mules lost down at McLeansboro in the super sectional last night to Nashville in 3 sets. So Nashville moves on now to the finals next weekend up at Normal, Illinois, on the campus of Northern Illinois University. But the good news for people in this area is the Grayville Bison, Lady Bison, in Class 1A, won their super sectional match last night against a team, I think it was Father McGivney.
Yep.
From, I don't know where that school is, but anyway. So Grayville's going to be playing in the Class 1A finals next Friday and Saturday up at Normal. And that game will be available for you to watch if you are a subscriber to our webcasts this past volleyball season. You've been paying your subscription by your credit card and watching our webcasts of the Edwards County Lady Lions volleyball games all season long. So you should still be a subscriber, and you obviously are. You wouldn't be able to watch what our webcast is doing here today. So next weekend, it should pop up there on your screen when you log in, the Grayville versus whoever they're playing Friday afternoon in the semifinals of the girls volleyball state finals up at Normal, Illinois. So keep that in mind. All right, so we are at halftime, and right now the halftime report has been brought to you by Albion Auto, your local CarQuest connection. Stu and Anthony want to remind you to shop local and keep supporting the Edwards County Fighting Lions. We appreciate the boys at Albion Auto for sponsoring our halftime score reports from back at the studio in Fairfield at the radio station WOKZ. Lucas Gifford back there pushing the buttons, running the controls for us, for our radio listeners. And we continue to webcast live on the internet through my15news.com. Let's see. I'm going to X that out there on my computer. Well, Troy, what's your impression of the first half?
You know, Dave, based on what A&M was able to do to Red Hill last week, this situation could be worse than what it is. On the other hand, Dave, Edwards County, for the most part, in this second half, is going to have to rely on something that they didn't have to through the course of this season, and that's throwing the football. But the irony is, Dave, not just the play where Richard stepped out of bounds, but on another one where Stennett managed to get the ball downfield to him, it was just off the edge of his fingers.
Yeah.
So we could have had 2 big pass plays that might have got some momentum going for the Edwards County Lions. Unfortunately, it didn't happen that way, but the thing, Dave, that they can be proud of so far is the defense has been fighting as hard as they could out there and have held them so far to just 21 points. And when you, as you mentioned before, when you consider how Red Hill just basically ran the gauntlet through the Little Illini schedule to have them give up 48 points last week, the fact that they've held A&M to 21 here at the half, Dave, that's a pretty good performance when you take a look at just how fast this Red Raider team is.
Well, I was just looking here to see who they beat. Here's their schedule. They opened the season with a 33-0 win over Westville. Then they beat Nokomis Ramsey 49-7. They beat Tuscola. They lost to Tuscola at Tuscola 55-28. And then they lost to Warrensburg Latham 21-14. Then they lost to Decatur St. Teresa 63-27. That's their 3 losses on the season. They beat Shelbyville 41-0. They beat Clinton 31-23. They beat Meridian 35-13. They shut out Sullivan Oakall Valley Bethany 48-0. And then last week, as we've said, they beat Red Hill in a shootout 48-40 to give them a record of 7 wins against 3 losses. Somewhere here I've got what they have done so far in the playoffs. I don't think they've had that much success in the playoffs either, Troy. Yeah, that's not it. Sometimes I end up with too many papers here, Troy. Here we go. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. Last year they were 5-5, and before that they were 4-5. So this is their first season to come back with a winning record since 2012. So for the past 6 years they've had losing records. They were 1-8 in 2013, 0-9 in 2014. We know what that's like here at Edwards County, back when we were still in the Little Illini. In 2015, they were 3-6. 2016, 4-5. Last year, 5-5. And now they are 7-3. They finished the season with a record of 7 wins and 2 losses. So they're 7 no, that's not right. They were 6-3. 6-3 at the end of the season. Now they're 7-3 after their win last week over Red Hill. Well, we're still at halftime. The teams have returned to the field. The Edwards County Lions are out there in a circle doing their mandatory stretching exercises. Central A&M have completed theirs. They're over on the sideline talking to their head coach, Brent Weekly. And we're going to take another 60-second timeout.
Myrna Mason, Dr. Chris Ballard and his wife Jerry, Donna Hawking, Danny and Debbie Glover, Eddie and Joyce Miller, Billy and Tanya Potts, Kit and Sue Nail of Nail's Funeral Home in Albin and Fairfield, Shad, Marilyn Lindsay, and Seth McKenzie, United Mutual Insurance.
Troy, I might add that even though you're reading webcast boosters that we had during the volleyball season, I'm not going to charge them. This is just a bonus we're throwing in for our webcast today. I've already sent out the bills for those who were webcast boosters for the volleyball season. But Troy's reading them here today as a bonus extra exposure here at this playoff football game today, as showing our appreciation for their support during the volleyball season. And we will be contacting people for sponsors for the basketball season coming up here very shortly. All right, both teams are about ready to go. Lions are huddled up around their head coach, Joe Rivers, who we hope will remember to come up here and talk with us after the ball game is over. And the Central A&M Raiders are going to be kicking off. They received the first half kickoff. They will be defending the west goal. Edwards County will be defending the east goal. Football is teed up at the 40-yard line, where Jarrett Robertson will kick it away. Lions send back Richards and Grimes. Is that Grimes back there? Yeah, Eli Grimes back there deep to receive the kick. All right, here we go. Whistle sounds. There's the run-up and the kick by Parody. It's a short kick, and it's going to be covered up by Hunter Mabry. No, it wasn't Hunter Mabry. It was, let's see. Yeah, it was Hunter Mabry. I'm sorry. Hunter Mabry picks it up, and, that's something that Central A&M did last week against Red Hill, Troy. They never kicked the ball deep. They always kicked it short, but I was told that was because of the great kick returner, Moore, that Red Hill had. All right, here the Lions go, 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Ends are tight. Stennett under center, takes a snap. Running play right up the middle. Was that Schmittler? I think it was. He's going to get a couple of yards. Yeah, Marty Schmittler plows right up to about the 48, maybe the 49. They're going to put it down right between the 48 and 49. So let's give him 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7 from, I guess the football's closer to the Edwards County 48. Lions out of the huddle again. Camden Calger is the end on the right side. He's tight. There's the snap. Running play up the middle. Rivers plows ahead across the 50 and gets to about the Central A&M 48. Still going to be about 3 yards short of the first down. So 3rd and about 3 now for Edwards County. Football just across the Central A&M 48-yard line. Lions break the huddle again. Both ends are tight. Stennett under center. Markman. Hands it off to Rivers. He's around the left side. He's got the first down and is finally tackled near the Central A&M 40-yard line. Good running play that time by Cade Rivers, running around the left side. And so that's going to make it now 1st and 10 for Edwards County from the Central A&M 40. So maybe during halftime, Troy, our coaches came up with some schemes to get the offense going.
It could be, Dave.
Let's hope so. We're down 21-0 as we are just getting started here in the second half. Lions come out of the huddle. It's an eye in the backfield. Stennett still under center. Long count, takes a snap. There goes Rivers over his right guard and right tackle, and he plows forward for a good carry close to the 35-yard line. And that's going to be about a 5-yard carry. So it's 2nd and 5 now for Edwards County. Nose of the football just short of the 35-yard line. Lions need to get the offense going. They trailed 21-0. 9:55 and counting, 3rd period. Stennett looked over the defense, turns, hands it off. And no, he's going to throw to the right side. Kept it downfield. Oh, incomplete. And it's a pass interference call against the Central A&M Raiders. Pass was intended for Ryan St. Ledger. And the pass interference call goes against Zane Schultz, a 5'10", 160-pound senior, back there on defense. So it's pass interference. Now, this is not the NFL. We don't get the ball at the spot of the foul. It's a penalty, and they mark off, I think it's 10 yards.
Well, we're going to mark off yardage here.
No, it's 15 yards. So that's going to give us a first down and put the football just short of the 20. Well, let's call it the 20. And those of the football looks like it's at the 20. Big play there. Ryan St. Ledger was the intended receiver, but it was pass interference against Central A&M. Stennett takes the snap, and that's Rivers running to the left side. And not much. Maybe a yard. Maybe not, though. Nope. In fact, might have lost a few inches. Let's call it still 2nd down and 10 for Edwards County. Football at the Central A&M 20-yard line. Lions need to get a score here. St. Ledger is tight as an end on the right side. Stennett with a long count. Gives it off. That's Rivers up to the middle. And he's trying to fight for yardage, but not having much success. In fact, he was pushed back. Let's see how much forward progress credit they give him. Not much. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So it's 3rd and 10 now from the 20. As I said earlier, running against that big defensive line for Central A&M is not easy. They've got a lot of beef, or a lot of size, I guess I should say. They're not cows. There's a pitch out. That's Grimes, Eli Grimes, and a penalty flag goes down as he tries to sweep the right side. And let's find out if that's a penalty against us or against them. Who are they going to talk to? It's going to be a holding call against Edwards County, so that's not going to help. Well, at least we get the down back if they decide to accept the penalty. But now Brent Weekly, their head coach, has to decide whether he wants to accept the penalty or take the play.
He wants it.
He wants the penalty?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's all right because I don't think we gained anything on the play. So we get the down back. So they mark the football all the way back to the Central A&M 32. So a long way to go. Richards comes wide to the left side. He's been the favorite target for for Stennett, the quarterback, to throw to. Eye in the backfield now. And Stennett on the pitch out is going to be tackled for a loss. Troy, that option play, which has been so good for Edwards County throughout the season, is just not working here today.
Unfortunately, Dave, they're reading it every time.
I guess, you know, they got enough game films from some of our opponents this past season to know exactly what we do. And every time Marcus Stennett starts to sprint out to one side or the other, hoping to pitch it out to a back, they've been all over him like bees on honey. Aren't you glad I used that illustration besides something else?
I'm not even going to go there.
Okay. All right, it's fourth down now. Fourth and, well, about 30 yards to go for a first down. And the line of scrimmage is Central A&M's 40-yard line. And now we get a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout called by Central A&M. 7:12 left in the third period. Central A&M 21, Edwards County nothing. Back in 60 seconds.
United Mutual Insurance Company at 14 North 4th Street in Albion. When you need insurance, call United Mutual Insurance. Sheila Markman Schnepper, the Edwards County Supervisor of Assessments. JTK Services, JR, Tara, Haley, and JC Bierster. And Citizens National Bank in Albion.
And again, a reminder to our webcast boosters during the volleyball season, the bills for your expenses during the volleyball season have been mailed out if you still owe anything. And you're getting exposure here today free of charge. It's a bonus for helping us out during the volleyball season. All right, we're back to play. Stennett back to pass. He's being rushed. Throws a long pass downfield. A jump ball incomplete. Justin Wallace was the intended receiver. Now, he was taller than the defender for Central A&M, Troy, at about the 5-yard line. And I think he would have caught that ball over the defensive back for Central A&M had the ball been just a little bit lower. But it was over his outstretched fingers. So that means the Lions have given the ball over to Central A&M on downs, and they'll have it now, 1st and 10, from their own 39-yard line. So the Lions set up their defense again, and their quarterback Heaton is in the shotgun. There's a snap, hands it off to McCoy, left side, gets away from one Edwards County tackler, but not that one. Ryan St. Ledger comes up to make the tackle for Edwards County at the 45-yard line. And so that will bring up now 2nd down at about 5 for another first down for Central A&M. Football on the far side, hash mark. Heaton looks to his right, man in motion from the left to the right. Heaton on the quarterback keeper right up the middle. He's got the first down, crosses the 50-yard line. Gets up to about the 47-yard line. Grimes is one of the guys making the stop for Edwards County. And Hunter Mabry, he was in on the tackle along with Rotramel. So it's going to be another first down, 1st and 10 from the Edwards County 48-yard line. Ball is snapped, and there's a running play up the middle, but not much there. The Lions were ready for that. Let's see who's in there. Hunter Mabry's there, and Grimes, yeah. Adam Grimes was on the tackle. So they got back to the line of scrimmage. Well, maybe a few inches gained, but not much. We'll call it 2nd and 10 from the 47 of Edwards County. And now they cause the Lions to jump offside. That was one of those hard counts, Troy, by Heaton,
right,
hoping to cause Edwards County to jump offside, and it worked. So that's going to cost the Lions 5 yards. And so it'll be 2nd and about 4 yards, a long 4 yards for another first down from the 42-yard line. Snap, and again the quarterback keeps it, runs left side. He's hit. Over there for Edwards County is that Rotramel making the first stop. I think it was Andrew Rotramel for Edwards County. So it'll be 3rd down and a little over 2 yards for another first down for Central A&M. Football resting right on the 40-yard line. Clock running, coming up on 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third period. Still 21-0, Central A&M. Man in motion to the right side. Again, Heaton keeps it, runs over the left side. He's got a first down. Still running and finally pushed out of bounds over there on the far sideline. Quarterback keeper. And he's finally pushed out of bounds near the 30-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Edwards County 30. 5 minutes and 1 second on the clock. The clock was stopped when the quarterback was pushed out of bounds by Edwards County's defenders over there. Heaton, the quarterback, in the shotgun, as always. Takes the snap, gives it off to McCoy. He's running right side and is finally hit and tackled by Grimes. Grimes on the tackle for Edwards County. Eli Grimes, a 5'9", 165-pound junior linebacker. And that's a gain of about 9 yards on that. So it'll be 2nd and 1 from the Edwards County 21. Wide receivers both sides for A&M. And there goes McCoy again. He's hit as he hits the line of scrimmage. And again, Grimes is the first guy. Schmittler, Marty Schmittler, the middle linebacker, makes the initial contact for Edwards County. And it's still good enough for a first down. So it's going to be 1st and 10. And is the football across the 20? Let's look. Yep, it's just barely across the 20, almost to the 19. Lions trying to keep Central A&M from putting more points on the board. And there goes the quarterback again, and he's hit by Rotramel. And there's a scramble, but I thought the ball was stripped loose. No, we got it, Troy. We got it. Andrew Rotramel made the tackle, but I don't know who recovered it. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Edwards County. And they'll have it at about the 19-yard line. Well, there's a big break on defense, Troy. They stripped the ball away from the quarterback, Heaton. So that stops that drive. 4 minutes, 14 seconds now left in the third period. Central A&M 21, Edwards County nothing. Lions have got a long way to drive, though, to get their first score. And here comes Calger. And Richards wide to the left. That's St. Ledger wide to the right. In the shotgun, Stennett takes a snap, runs to the left. Nothing there, really. They got him again. No, it's Rivers was carrying the ball. Stennett handed the ball off to Rivers, and he gets nothing. In fact, he's going to lose about a couple of yards, almost 2 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and about 12. And the football is near the 12-yard line. So, let's see what Joe Rivers wants to do now. There goes receivers wide to both sides for Edwards County. It's an eye in the backfield. Stennett working out of the shotgun, takes a snap, runs towards the right side, hands the ball off. That is Schmittler. Marty Schmittler running down the far sideline is finally bumped out of bounds over there near the 40-yard line. Marty Schmittler, the bull, bulls his way down the right sideline and gets a first down for Edwards County. He started at about the 12 and gets to, well, let's see, they say he stepped out of bounds at the 38-yard line. So that's about a 26-yard run, Troy. So Williamsville beats Fairfield 42-16. Okay. So the season ends for the Fairfield Mules. Stennett on the quarterback keeper, runs over his left guard and left tackle and maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. So the run by fullback Marty Schmittler has been the best offensive play for Edwards County so far in this game. Lions have been shut out so far. They'd surely like to get a score here. 2:39 and counting. We're in the third period. Central A&M 21, Edwards County nothing in the third period. Lions break the huddle. Football's on the far side hash mark. Here comes St. Ledger and Richards wide to the left. In the backfield, it's an I formation. Stennett in the shotgun, rolling. Keeping the football. Crosses the 40 and is tackled near the 42 or 43-yard line. So let's see what's going to be the situation now. It's going to be third down and about 6 yards to go for another first down for Edwards County. Under 2 minutes to play now in this third period. Nose of the football right at the Edwards County 43. Third and about 6 yards for a first down. In the shotgun, Stennett pitches it out. Schmittler running, gets away from one tackler, but is finally spilled over there near the far sideline, far short of the first down. And that'll bring up fourth down now. Oh, we do have a penalty flag down. Penalty flag over there on the far sideline. I see the yellow flag now. So let's see.
A&M must have had 12 players on the field, Dave.
Too many players out there for the Raiders of Central A&M. So I think if that's just a 5-yard penalty, that'll still leave us short of a first down. Nope.
They're moving the chains there.
It is going to be a first down. Oh, boy, that is a big penalty. Yeah, okay. That moves the football across the 45 to the Central A&M 43, where it's first and 10. With a minute 31 left in this third period. Central A&M 21, Edwards County nothing. That's our score. All right, here comes St. Ledger and Richards, wide left. Camden Cowder wide right. Stennett keeps the football and gets away from one tackler and is finally smashed down short of the 40-yard line. Bone-jarring tackle there made by Central A&M's Gus McCoy. He's not big enough to make tackles like that, Troy. Well, it's 55 seconds and counting now. Left in the third period. Lions have it 2nd and 8 now from the 41 of Central A&M. And there goes Jordan Brock as a wide receiver to the right side this time. In the shotgun, Stennett calling, throws a pass intended for Brock, and the pass is incomplete. That pass had no chance of being completed, Troy. They had Jordan Brock covered up. The pass would have had to gone through the defender to get to Brock, and that wasn't going to happen. So that brings up now third down, and from where they've got the down marker there, it looks like it's closer to 9 yards for another first down. Football resting between the 40 and 41 of Central A&M. Again, Brock goes wide right. Richards and St. Ledger wide left. I in the backfield. From the shotgun, Stennett takes a snap, hands it off. There goes Schmittler again. He plows forward. Marty Schmittler, the big bull fullback, gets close to the 35-yard line. And, in fact, the nose of the football will be at the 35. And we're going to be about 3 yards short of a first down, and it's fourth down. And let's see, are we going to get a timeout? Joe Rivers, the head coach, is, yep, I think we're going to get a timeout called. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At the end of the quarter anyway. Jason Holfaker, always a supporter of the Edwards County Lions. Keith, Kayla, Taylor, Avery, and Drew Roosevelt. Dr. Lawrence Spear, Holly, and Sam. Spear Chiropractic Clinic on the west side of the Courthouse Square in Albion. Edwards County Superintendent of Schools, David Cowger, and his family, David, Tiffany, Dallin, Camden, and Addison. David and Lisa Mathis, Kevin, Heidi, and TJ Smurden.
Okay, I'll tell you why we had that break, because the third period expired. While I was looking down there at the field to see what was going on, didn't hear the clock go off. But we have played 3 quarters We're waiting now for the start of the fourth and final quarter, and Edwards County trails 21-0. The Lions will have the, or did we give it over on downs? I was trying to think here.
No, it shouldn't have been. It's 4th and 2.
Okay, that's right. It's 4th down and 2 yards for another first down. So the Lions need to keep going here to at least get some points on the board before this game is over. Right now it's 21-0 Central A&M. But remember, this is the same team that scored 48 points last week against a very good Red Hill Saluki football team. So you got to feel good about that. Our defense,
absolutely,
which we knew coming into this game, if we were going to win it, it had to be won by the defense. And I think they've done a pretty good job here today. All right, Lions going for 4th down with 2 yards to go from the 35 of Central A&M. Receivers wide to both sides. Stennett in the shotgun with Marty Schmittler, the fullback, standing to his right. Fakes a snap, gives it off to Marty. He gets away from one tackler. Tackler falls forward. Did he get the first down? That's the question.
Got it, Dave.
I hope so. Marty Schmittler, the big bull fullback, who we will be seeing on the basketball court, I'm sure, when the basketball season starts. And they still haven't indicated yet whether it's a first down, Troy, but sure looks like it should be. Now they're going to bring the chains in. So the chain gang brings the chains in from the far sideline. And they stretch it out. And it's a first down. Good deal. First down for Edwards County now. It'll be from the Central A&M 33. I think that's about right. All right, Lions sends Brock and Richards wide right. St. Ledger wide left. Stennett in the shotgun. Rolls to the right, pitches it out to Schmittler. Marty pushes forward before he is tackled near the sidelines here on this near sideline. Let's see how much yardage he'll get out of that. So that's going to be about 3 yards on that run by Marty Schmittler on the option play. So it's going to be 2nd down and about 7 now for another first down for Edwards County. The Lions have the football just inside the Central A&M 30-yard line. Again, Brock and Richards wide right. There goes Calger wide to the left side. Again, Stennett in the shotgun with Schmittler, the fullback, standing to his left. Back to pass. Stennett looking, throws down the right sideline. The pass is incomplete. Pass intended for Jordan Brock down there, but it was broken up in the end zone. That would have been a touchdown had Brock caught it, but it was well defended by Central A&M. So that brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Lions from the Central A&M 30-yard line. 10:54 now on the clock. We're in the 4th period. All right, here comes Richards into the huddle now with the play from head coach Joe Rivers. Unless he forgets, we'll be talking to Joe Rivers after the ball game is over. So stay with us for that. Now it's Calger and Richards going wide left and Brock wide to the right side. There's the snap. Stennett runs into his own running back, Schmittler, and that was a messed up play from the start. And did we... Oh, wait a minute. Penalty flag's down, I think, Troy. Yeah, we got a penalty flag down. There may have been a fumble, but we've got a penalty flag on the field, so let's see what that's all about. They're going to put the football down near the 30-yard line, but a flag is down, and it may be against Edwards County. Well, we're going to have offsetting penalties. Offsetting penalties, so the play does not count. And it'll be 3rd down. Nope. Well, there's the official signal again. Offsetting penalties. I don't know what's taking so much time here to set this situation up. So is it third down or is it fourth down? That's the question now. Oh, wait a minute now. They're going to get ready to mark penalty marks.
And now they've thrown. They must.
Is that unsportsmanlike?
They threw another flag on them afterwards.
Okay, that's a big break for Edwards County. That's an unsportsmanlike on that, Troy. That's going to move the football inside the 20. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Edwards County from about the 15-yard line. Come on, Lions, let's get at least a score here before this game is over. 10 minutes, 30 seconds and counting. Fourth period. There go the receivers wide to both sides. Again, Stennett in the shotgun with Marty Schmittler to his left. There's the snap. Pass goes to the left side. Is it going to be intercepted? No.
Nope. Batted down.
Batted down. I couldn't see if the ball did finally make it to the ground because of players standing in my line of vision, but I knew it had been tipped.
Right.
So that's an incomplete pass. It'll make it now 2nd and 10 from the Central A&M 15-yard line. Come on, Lions, let's get a score. All right, there goes Brock wide right. Calger and Richards wide left. Schmittler in the backfield with Stennett in the shotgun. Snap. Oh, it goes over his head. He kicks it around. There's a big pile up. Oh, that was a messed up deal there.
And somehow in all of that, Dave, Stennett managed to recover.
Oh, boy, I'm glad of that. That would have been a real heartbreaker for Edwards County. But I'll tell you what, 3 or 4 Raider defenders smothered him back there, Troy, after that ball was muffed on the pass from center. And then to make it worse, Stennett kicked it a couple of times, but he did manage to cover it up. And so it's now 3rd down and a whole mess of yards for another 1st down. Line of scrimmage now is going to be the 27, maybe? Yeah, the 27-yard line. Marty Schmittler goes to the sideline. We need him in there for blocking. Let's see who's in there in his place. Well, anyway, in the shotgun, Stennett takes it. Oh, another. No, the pass snap was to Rivers, Cade Rivers. Instead of going to the quarterback, it went to Cade Rivers, and he muffed the pass from center. And all he could do was fall on it to cover it up. Boy, that's what a bad break, Troy. After that big penalty, we had a 1st and 10, and now it's 4th down again. And 4th and about 23 yards to go for another 1st down with 9 minutes left in the football game. Football is at the Central A&M 30-yard line. 38, I should say. 38. Brock wide right. Richards, Calger wide left. And a whistle. What, 25-second clock violation? No, timeout. Timeout called by Central A&M. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Jim and Nyla McKenzie, George and Shirley Tribe, Doug Graber, your State Farm Insurance agent in Albion. Watering can at 107 West Main Street. Stop in and see the flowers and gift items that Nathan has available. Call 445-3924. Jason Holfaker, always a supporter of the Edwards County Lions. And Keith, Kayla, Taylor, Avery, and Drew Roosevelt.
Okay, 8 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in this football game. The Lions hoping to at least put some points on the scoreboard before this game is over. But again, folks, I've got to say this. Central A&M scored 48 points last Saturday afternoon against a very, very good Red Hill Saluki football team. But so far today, they've only managed 21 points against the Edwards County Lions. So our defense has done a better job this Saturday than Red Hill's defense did last Saturday. But the Lions want to get a score. All right, Stennett in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. That's Wallace to the left side. And now Stennett looking, gets away from one tackler, gets away from another, throws down the left sideline, and it's intercepted. Intercepted down there. And Joe Richards instantly tackles the man who made the interception. I think that was Schultz, Sane Schultz, who intercepted that pass. But that stopped the offensive play. But it will give Central A&M the football deep in their own territory, so maybe they can fumble and we can pick it up and run it in for a score, Troy. One can only hope. 8:41 left in the ball game. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Central A&M from their own 5-yard line. Lions defense setting up. Got a 4-man defensive front 4. There's a snap, and there's a running play to the left side. McCoy is corralled and brought down by Rotramel, along with Grimes, Adam Grimes, and Jordan Brock. And that'll make it now 2nd down. No gain on, in fact, they lose a yard on that. So it's going to be 2nd and close to 11 from inside the 5. So let's see what Brent Weekly, the head coach, chooses to run here deep in his own territory. Man in motion to the left side. Quarterback Heaton rolls to the right side. And he gets a block out there and is finally tackled out there in the open field by Ryan St. Ledger for Edwards County. And he picks up pretty good yardage. And, in fact, it's good enough for a 1st down. Clock is stopped as they move the chains at 7:52 left to play. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Central A&M. Let's see where the line of scrimmage is. I'm trying to pick it out here. There's the 30, the 20. Looks like about the 16. Football on the far side, hash mark. Still in the shotgun, Connor Heaton. And it's a running play to the right side. Is that McCoy again? That little scat back has been a problem. It is. That little guy has been a problem all day long. He gets another 1st down before he's tackled by about 3 or 4 Edwards County tacklers. Schmittler, Grimes, among the tacklers. Football now is up to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10. And there goes Jacob Paradis. He gets away from one tackler, gets away from another, is finally pushed out of bounds on the far sideline. That's another 1st down. He was pushed out across the 40 to about, well, let's call it the 40. Nope, 41. Good enough, 41. Clock stopped after the ball carrier was pushed out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Raiders from their own 41. Snap, low snap, but he gets it, hands it off. There goes that McCoy again. He cracks up the middle and goes to about the 45. And that will bring up 2nd down. And about 6 for another 1st down for the Raiders. They've got to get to the Edwards County 49 for a 1st down. Again, this team, Central A&M, they never huddle up between plays. They just stand around until they get a signal from their head coach on the sideline, and then they form up for the play. Snap. And there goes Heaton around the right side. He is handing it off, and ball carrier pushed out of bounds over there, close to the 1st down marker. The guys holding the chains had to throw them down to get out of the way, lest they get hurt. Say he got pushed out of bounds, short of the 50-yard line. In fact, they're going to put it down at the Central A&M 48, where it's going to be 3rd down and a long 3 for another 1st down. 6:31 on the clock now, 4th period. 21-0, Central A&M with the lead. Receiver wide to this left side is Cord Fenton, a 6', 175-pound senior. Again, they just stand around until they get a signal from the sideline. Now they form. Pass up the middle they go. Pass from center. Is that a different ball carrier, Troy? Is that number 15 instead? That's going to be a 1st down. Let's see. Yeah, they've got a new ball carrier in there, number 15. I don't have him listed right here on this paper in front of me. Let me get my roster sheet. Number 15 is Connor Ohl, O-H-L. He is a 5'8", 200-pound senior. 1st and 10 from the Edwards County 46. There goes Ohl again, and he gets a first down as he plows across the Edwards County 35. Well, I'll tell you what, boy. They send him in the ball game, and he's running like a truck. That's another first down for Central A&M. And they stop the clock again while they move the chains. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Central A&M from the Edwards County 33. So it looks like the Lions football season is going to come to an end here this afternoon. But right now the Lions are going to call timeout and talk about it. So we'll take a 60-second break as well. Troy?
Dr. Lawrence Spear, Holly and Sam, Spear Chiropractic Clinic on the west side of the Courthouse Square in Albin. Edwards County Superintendent of Schools David Cowger and his family, David, Tiffany, Dallin, Camden, Ann Addison, David and Lisa Mathis, Kevin, Heidi, and TJ Smurden, Kenny and Terry Clodfelder, John and Denise Duncan, Myrna Mason, Dr. Chris Ballard and his wife Jerry, Donna Hawking, Danny and Debbie Glover, Eddie and Joyce Miller, Billy and Tanya Potts, Kenton C. Nail of Nail's Funeral Home in Albin and Fairfield, and Shad, Marilee, Lindsay, and Seth McKenzie.
Just a few of our webcast boosters. And again, these webcast boosters will not be charged. This is bonus they're getting for being a sponsor in the volleyball season. All right, here we go. Central A&M has it 1st and 10 from the Edwards County 33. And again, Ohl, the ball carrier, runs over the right side, cracks up close to the 30-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd down for the Raiders. And about 7 yards for another first down. Nose of the football right at the Edwards County 30-yard line. They send a receiver wide to both sides, as usual, with the quarterback in the shotgun, man in motion, running play right up the middle. Is that old? No, this was Parody, I believe, running that football. Lions had that one snuffed out, though, quickly. Hunter Mabry was the first guy to hit him, and then Ryan St. Ledger came up from his safety spot to put on a finishing touch on the tackle. Even so, the carry is good for maybe a yard. No, I guess back to the original line of scrimmage, 30-yard line. So it's still 3rd and 7 from the Edwards County 30. Now they send a receiver. They're beginning to send substitutes in here to play now in this game. They've got a receiver wide left. And a quick pass over the middle is caught. And that is that little step back, Jacob Parody. And that's going to be a first down. And the forward progress. He was tackled after making the catch, but it's good enough for a first down. Let's see, that's the 25. The line of scrimmage is going to be about the 17. 1st and 10 from the 17. And Heaton dropped the ball and was quickly covered up by Justin Wallace coming in from his left defensive end spot. So that's a loss back to the 22-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 15 now, coming up on 4 minutes, 10 seconds to play. I just hope, Troy, we don't let them have another score and only allow them 21 points in this game. Really, Troy, the only really spoiler of this whole day has been the score, because this has been a great day for Edwards County sports, and we'll talk more about that later. And it's a running play by Ohl again, and he's hit by Marty Schmittler, the middle linebacker, and also Hunter Mabry assists. You know, Troy, I don't know whether you noticed this, but 4 of our seniors before this game today got their hair cut into mohawks.
I did see
that. Did you notice that?
I did.
You can't tell it when they got the helmets on, but when they come to the sideline, you can see those 4 seniors with mohawks. Kind of strange to see them that way. Wonder if Marty will let that grow out before the basketball season starts, which will be later this month, by the way. All right, it's 3rd and 13 for Central A&M. Quarterback back to pass, throws down the left side. The pass is caught, and that's a touchdown. Touchdown from Connor Heaton to that little scat back again, Gus McCoy. That comes with 3:04 left in the ball game, and that pass play covers 20 yards. 3:04, fourth quarter, and 20-yard pass play. Now they're going to be kicking the extra point. There's the snap, the spot, the kick is up, and it is no good. So there's a timeout on the field with 3:04 left in the ball game. It's now Central A&M 27, Edwards County nothing. Back in 60 seconds.
Kent and Sue Nail and Nail's Funeral Home in Albion and Fairfield. Chad, Marilee, Lindsay, and Seth McKenzie. United Mutual Insurance Company at 14 North 4th Street in Albion. When you need insurance, call United Mutual Insurance. Sheila Markman Schmittler, the Edwards County Supervisor of Assessments. JTK Services, JR, Tara, Haley, and JC Bierster. And Citizens National Bank in Albion.
Help save lives, so they have to say in the Illinois State Wish Your Life ticket for a ticket. Buckle up on your way home today and with a break. Especially while driving, don't drive in 60. I will not let it drive out. Take it on my ticket.
Okay, stay with us now after the ball game is over. Hopefully, Joe Rivers will remember to come up here and join us for the post-game interview. The Raiders will be kicking off to the Lions. Let's see, back deep. We've got Grimes and Calger. There's the run-up. There's the kick. It's a short one. Picked up there by St. Ledger at the 35-yard line, and he runs forward to close to the 50. And so St. Ledger's going to be brought down, they say, at the 47, where the Lions will have it 1st and 10 with under 3 minutes left in the football game. So, Troy, as we look out there on the field, Justin Wallace is playing his last game. So is Hunter Mabry, Adam Grimes, Marty Schmittler, Joe Richards, Marcus Morris, among those who are starters and play quite often. So we're going to miss those seniors next year. All right, Lions with an I formation in the backfield. And Stennett under center. Long count. Finally gets a snap. And a drop ball. The ball was handed off here to Grimes. And he dropped the ball but did get it back and carries it across the 50-yard line. So he's going to get about 5 yards there out of that run, which started out not very well. So actually, let's give him 4 yards. Make it 2nd and 6 now, with 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. 2nd and 6 from the Central A&M 49-yard line. So I guess, Troy, our next broadcast on the radio and webcast on the internet will be when the basketball season starts. All right, the receivers wide to both sides for the Lions. There's the snap. Stennett in the shotgun, throws left side for Richards. He's got it, and he's got the first down. Gets away from one tackler, gets away from another, and is finally wrestled down inbounds near the 35-yard line. Good catch by Joe Richards. So now with 2:02 left, I think they'll start. Yeah, they're going to start the clock again because Richards was tackled inbounds. So less than 2 minutes to play now. Come on, Lions, let's get a score before this game is over. Here comes Brock and Grimes wide right. St. Ledger wide left. Stennett in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looks left. Still looking, now throws downfield, and it is incomplete. That pass was intended, again, for Joe Richards, the 5'8", 140-pound senior. So that'll stop the clock with 1:40 left in the game now. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Central A&M 35-yard line. So the Lions won their first playoff game in the history of the school last Saturday against Madison over in the East St. Louis area. But here in the second round today, looks like we're going to lose to Central A&M, but there's no shame in that. This is a very good football team. There's the snap. Stennett looks, throws, and it's incomplete. Pass was intended for St. Ledger down the far sideline, but it wasn't even close to him. So the clock stopped now with 1:35 left in the game. So again, a reminder to stay with us after the game is over. We'll wrap up the scoring and hopefully talk with Joe Rivers, our head coach, about this past season for the Edwards County Lions. A winning season, something that has not happened here at Edwards County for several years. But it happened this year. All right, this is Richards wide right, along with Grimes in the slot on the right. Back to pass. Stennett gets away from one tackler, runs to the right side, throws downfield. The pass is incomplete. Intended at the 25-yard line for Camden Calgar. So that'll stop the clock again with 1:28 left. And it's going to be fourth down now for Edwards County, 4th and 10 from the Central A&M 35-yard line. Well, you would hope, Troy, if we don't get this fourth down and Central A&M takes it over on downs, that they'll just take a knee and let the clock run out. 27 points ought to be enough for anybody. Of course, it wasn't last week when they scored 48 against Red Hill. Again, Richards and Grimes wide right. St. Ledger wide left. Stennett in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Looks downfield. Throws downfield. What happened there, Troy? I was looking downfield for the throw. Did he get...
He went to throw a pass. He let go of the ball, and then he had to try and cover it because it probably would have been ruled a fumble, and a Red Raider fell on it.
So it slipped out of his hand?
Yes.
I was looking downfield to see where the receivers were going, and all of a sudden I see this scramble back there around the quarterback. So, well, that blows our chance to get a score, Troy. 1:21 left in the ball game now. And Central A&M are coming out here. They'll get it 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. In good sportsmanship, you would hope they'll just take a knee and let this clock run out. And I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Now, wait a minute. Now what's this all about here? We got an equipment problem?
Somebody has to come out.
Yeah. That's Adam Grimes, who had to come off the field. I don't know what the deal is there, but anyway, 1:21 left, and they're just going to take a knee. There's the snap, and he takes a knee, and they start the clock. So they'll have to do that at least one more time, as the Central A&M fans across the way and the bleachers over there are having a big celebration now. They came to town in a chartered bus, Troy, rather than ride a big school bus. A very uncomfortable school bus all the way down from the Mowequa, Illinois area. But there's no doubt about it. This is a good football team. They're going to go far in that Class 1A division, in my opinion. There's the snap again, a knee taken. Clock running, coming up on 35 seconds to go. Now the horns that some of these Central A&M fans brought with them are beginning to sound. They've got some very obnoxious horns on their trucks, Troy, that they were blowing before the start of this game. But, Troy, I got to say this. Well, there's one of them right there. Can you hear that, folks? They blew that thing so many times before these players even came out on the field. I was getting sick of it. But anyway, that's it. That's the end of the ball game. The clock goes to zeros, and Central A&M has defeated Edwards County by a score of 27-0. We'll be back here to wrap things up and hopefully talk to head coach Joe Rivers after this 60-second break.
Myrna Mason, Dr. Chris Ballard and his wife Jerry, Donna Hawking, Danny and Debbie Glover, Eddie and Joyce Miller, Billy and Tanya Potts, Kit and Sue Nail of Nail's Funeral Home in Albin and Fairfield, Chad, Marilee, Lindsay, and Seth McKenzie. United Mutual Insurance Company at 14 North 4th Street in Albin. When you need insurance, call United Mutual Insurance. Sheila Markman-Schnepper, the Edwards County Supervisor of Assessments. JTK Services, JR, Tara Haley, and JC Bierster. And Citizens National Bank in Albin.
Okay, we're back, and the football game is over, and Central A&M has defeated Edwards County by a score of 27-0. We're going to take care of a couple of things that we traditionally do at the end of the football game. First of all, we'll talk about today's big hit of the game. It's always brought to you at the end of the Edwards County games, courtesy of Bailey Enterprises Incorporated, serving the agricultural needs of this area for over 80 years in Browns, Illinois. Give them a call at 618-446-5233 for all your agricultural, rock, and lime needs. And Mary Bailey, proud to support the Edwards County Lions and wish them a very good season ending. Well, not a very good season ending. But, Troy, what are we going to name as the big hit of the game for Edwards County?
Dave, in the first half, Justin Wallace had a couple of really big hits for the Lions.
He really did. Their quarterback was rolling out to the right side to try to make either a pass downfield or keep the ball on the option, and Wallace was in the backfield almost two times in a row. There may have been one play in between them, but he sacked the quarterback both times, and so I would have to agree with you that Justin Wallace made the big hits of the game for Edwards County, and we do want to thank Ed and Mary Bailey of Bailey Enterprises Incorporated in Browns for sponsoring our selection at the end of each game of the big hit of the game. Now, the drive of the game. It's brought to you after every Edwards County game by Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler. For a great deal on new or pre-owned vehicles, contact Dennis Downs or Gabe McGay-Hay or Caleb Dunn or how about Jeff Black or maybe Matt Rogers. If that's not satisfactory, how about Sheldon Bunny? He probably would be the last choice of any of those guys. I like to tease Sheldon in his. Anyway, Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler offers competitive pricing and outstanding customer service at 412 East Main Street in Fairfield. So for online, go to lemansonline.com. And again, they're located at 412 East Main Street. You'll like the way they do business at Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler. Well, Troy, it would be really hard to pick a drive of the game because the Lions never did get a score, and unfortunately, some of the plays that we did think about as drives ended up not producing anything. So, anything?
I guess, Dave, maybe you could say the closest thing to it. I hate to pick the pass play that got nullified, so I guess I could say it looked like maybe they had something going at that point. Dave,
oh, it did.
What about the 36-yard gallop by Marty Schmittler?
Oh, yeah, that would be a good one. That was a good run by Marty Schmittler. He took the football and ran around the right side and scrambled down the far sideline for about 22 yards, if I remember correctly. That was one of our better offensive plays. But the play you're talking about, I believe that was back in the first quarter. Quarterback Stennett rolled to the left side, and Joe Richards, one of our best receivers, a guy who's easy to pick out there on the football field because he wears these lime green stockings. Nobody else out there wears anything like that. So anyway, he got behind the defensive back for Central A&M and caught the ball and was tackled inside the 10-yard line where the Lions would have had it first and goal. Unfortunately, the official said Joe stepped out of bounds in running his pass play, and so that wiped out the plus yardage and also put penalty yards against us. Right. And from there, we just never really got things going. But, you know, Troy, we came into this game knowing that if Edwards County was going to win this game, they would have to win it with their defense.
Right.
And to a certain extent, I think, though we didn't win the game, our defense did perform well here today. They scored 27 points against us. They scored 48 last week against Red Hill.
Well, again, Dave, you take away this last touchdown at the end of the fourth. You held them to 21 points at the half, Dave, and they couldn't do anything until they got that strike there at the end. Once again, Dave, and you know that at some point in time during the third quarter, Dave, our defense was starting to feel it. They were starting to get a little bit gassed. So for them still, even under those conditions, to hold them to 21 points until this add-on at the very end of the fourth quarter, Dave, you got to take your hat off to the defense again.
All right, head coach Joe Rivers has just showed up here. Joe, put those headphones on, if you will. Joe, I know no head coach likes to lose, but this is a good Central A&M football team.
Yeah, I would say it's the best team we've played all year, no question. They were better than anybody we played all year. They were precise. They ran the plays really well. They did everything they needed to do to win for sure. They were a tough, hard-nosed team, and like I said, hats off to them. That was the best team we've played this year.
Well, we knew coming in that they had the ability to throw the ball real well, and I don't think that their passing game turned out to be as effective against us as it was against Red Hill last week.
No, we've got a pretty good pass defense. They got us a couple times for sure, but overall we did a pretty good job. Like I said, they were tough. It's almost all the same play over and over again, but it's hard to find the little guy with the ball. He's quick, he runs strong. A lot of misdirection in that. It's a pretty tough offense to cover, and we've played a couple teams that do that this year, and we've shut them down pretty well, and this team ran it better than anybody else by far.
You're talking about that little scatback, Gus McCoy, I think who's 5'7", 160 pounds, and you're right. It's hard to see him behind that offensive line when he gets the football, and by the time maybe you do see him, he's gone. And so he made a big difference here today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know that we've seen a quarterback in the last several years that could throw passes on the run from different arm angles like he did at a full sprint, and just he had a real good arm. We had to respect that, which causes their run game to open up a little bit more. I would like to give a big shout out to everybody that came down to the field today. We had a nice big crowd here, and the tailgate was great. There was a lot of activity going on down here. The atmosphere was wonderful, and really proud of our county. And like I said last week, can't express enough how thankful me and all the kids are for all the support we've gotten this year.
Well, Joe, we do want to thank you as well for your ability or your willingness to come up here after the game and talk with us on the post-game show. And again, I want to congratulate you on a great job that you've done this year. You've turned around a football program that year after year was losers. Sometimes they didn't even win a game. But you put a winning season together. You got us into the playoffs. You got us into the second round. And even though we lose here today, they only had 21 points going into the final minutes of this game, and they scored a whole lot more than that last week against a very good Red Hill team. To me, that, again, is a great big plus for the defensive efforts of our Edwards County Lions today. And you guys, you and your coaching staff have done a great job this year.
Yeah, defensively we played great today. We had our moments offensively. We were pretty good. Like I said, they were real good. They put a lot of pressure on us and didn't let us get to the lanes we wanted to get into on offense. But, going to as far as turning things around, I appreciate the kind words, but it's 100% due to these kids and their willingness to work hard. It's 100% due to, putting Coach Gerlach and Coach Hinton and Coach Snidel and these guys that I've been around and I've known for a long time, and guys that I know can get the job done. And those guys, coach their butts off every game. Coach Moss, I left him out. They coach their butts off every game. They're constantly bouncing ideas. We're constantly talking to each other. I couldn't ask for a better group of kids to take the lead on the field, and a better group of assistants to help out with every aspect of the game as we get into the game and then throughout coaching through the week. I mean, our kids, this whole season's for them. They did a great job, and they've turned this program around more than I have.
Well, Joel, I'm sure you're going to miss the seniors that we lose from graduation. But we have some guys coming in that I think are going to make a difference. And so we can look forward to next season with another football season coached by Joe Rivers.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll be back next year, and we've got another real solid group, I think, that's going to lead us. We've got good weight room kids in that group. We lose some guys, but we've got some holes we got to fill on the line, on the defensive and offensive line. But I think we can do that. We saw Kinzer Medler step in this year and play some line and do a phenomenal job.
Right.
And he's not the only one. We got 2 or 3 other guys that are very similar to him. So I don't think we'll be real big on the line of scrimmage next year, but we'll be quick and we'll be getting in people's ways and giving them a hard time.
Well, Joe, again, I know you want to get back and talk to your players and congratulate them on a great season. Again, thank you for coming up and visiting with us after every game, and we'll look forward to another Joe Rivers Edwards County Lions football team taking the field again in August of next year.
Thanks, Dave. Go Lions.
All right, go Lions is for sure. Troy, if you'll take the headphones back there, why we'll wrap up what happened here today. This is the way the scoring went. The first score came in the second quarter. So, again, we shut them out through the first quarter, Troy, something Red Hill didn't do last week. 11:28 left to go in the second quarter. It was a 2-yard touchdown run by this little scat back McCoy, Gus McCoy, and the extra point kick was good. That made it 7-0 Central A&M. Then in the second quarter again, 7:43 left to go. It was a 32-yard pass play from their quarterback Heaton to Pardee. And the extra point kick again was good. That made it 14-0 Central A&M. And then another score came in the second quarter. That with 2:31 to go. That was a 1-yard touchdown run by McCoy again. And the extra point kick was good. That made it 21-0. And that was the halftime score, Troy. And they didn't score again in the second half until 3 minutes and 4 seconds left in the football game. So basically, the Edwards County Lions shut out a very good offensive-minded football team in Central A&M for all intents and purposes in that second half, because they scored again with 3:04 to go in the fourth quarter. That was a 20-yard touchdown pass from Heaton to McCoy. The extra point kick this time was no good, and the final score was Central A&M 27, Edwards County nothing. Troy, any final comments on the game?
I think, Dave, the thing to focus on here is they lost this game today, but Edwards County Lions football is on the uprise.
Oh, yeah.
And this season is an indication of it, Dave, that they accomplished some things this year that has never been accomplished by Edwards County football in the past. And like you said, Dave, it makes you look forward already to what's coming in August of 2019.
Well, Troy, one of the problems with our football program throughout the past several years during our losing seasons is we had some athletes sitting in study hall or in PE class that could have made a difference on our football team, but they didn't want to be on a loser, and so they wouldn't go after football. But I think, you start winning like this, and some of those athletes that before waited till basketball season will start going out for football, and it's going to make a difference. And so, but I'll tell you another plus, even though we lose the ball game 27-0, is the way the Edwards County fans turned out here today. This has
absolutely
been almost like a party.
Yeah.
The tailgaters up there on the hill on the east side, all the people who were sitting in lawn chairs all the way around. We haven't had a big turnout of it. I think someone said there were more Edwards County fans at Madison last week than Madison had there.
Oh, I don't doubt that a bit.
And a big turnout here today. It was a real festive attitude, and I know that people have had a good time here even though we lose the football game. Well, I guess we're going to hang the football helmet up and get ready for the basketball season, which will be starting near the end of this month, somewhere around Thanksgiving. The Edwards County Lions basketball team will start, I believe, at the Cumberland Invitational Basketball Tournament at Toledo sometime during that Thanksgiving week. And so both here on WOKZ and on the internet on my15news.com, Troy and I will be covering Edwards County Lions boys basketball. And we'll also mix in some girls basketball teams, because I think, from what I hear, the Edwards County girls basketball team is going to be very, very good this year. So we can look forward to that. Well, we thank all of the sponsors who have made today's broadcast on the radio, WOKZ 105.9 on the FM dial possible, and those who have made it possible for Troy and I to do webcasting video on my15news.com. Don't forget now, Grayville is going to be playing in the state finals this coming weekend, and if you're a webcast, well, not a webcast, but a subscriber to our webcast, that game should be right there for you to watch free of charge this coming weekend. Well, again, the final score was Central A&M 27, Edwards County nothing. So until our next webcast or broadcast, whatever the case might be, on behalf of Troy and our sponsors, this is Dave Riggs saying so long for just a little while.